the casual boxing fan, aka the ghostwriter of boxing. We're gonna see how we do. 2025 year in review. Was good. I'm gonna let the room warm up a little bit, you know. Yeah, 2026 is coming in. Yeah, but we're gonna rock out because 2025 was lit. One of the best years in boxing I can remember. Man, and it was like it was a great year in boxing, Brody. A great year in boxing. We seen a lot. We seen a lot. Clifton Dennis, my favorite Haney. What's good? Yo, let's start. Let's start for Clifton Dennis, right? My favorite Haney. We're gonna start off. 2025 was a phenomenal year for Devin the Dream Haney, right? He lived up to the nickname that I gave him, Zombie Haney, but in a good way. But in a good way. Clifton Dennis, he lived up to Zombie Haney in a good way, fam. And you know how that was. He rose up from the dead. He rose up from the dead. Real facts, real facts. Juice in my cup, what's good? Dr. Dreadlock, what's good? Happy New Year to everybody that's pulling up, man. So, yo, we're going to start off 2025 year in review with Devin Haney, right? Devin Haney had a comeback. He came back off the Garcia beatdown from the previous year, and it was in Madison Square Garden. He did a lot of dancing. He did not get hurt. He was getting warmed up, but little did we know, Bill Haney had a plan. Bill Haney had a plan. His plan was to step the fuck aside behind the scenes and bring Mickey Bay back into camp. We didn't know this. I didn't know this. I didn't know this, right? So Devin Haney proceeds to take on Brian Norman Jr., break Youngest nose, and become a champion at 147. Devin Haney, in honor of Zombie Haney, rises up from the grave, right? And breaks the nose of the hardest hitter, best champion at 147. Out of the blue, who knew? Bill Haney knew because he went and got Mickey Bay back. Then later tried to take all the credit though. So it was a great year for Devin Haney. Great year. The return of Zombie Haney. He's fighting at his right weight. He's back with a good trainer. I see good things going forward for Devin Haney. What's good? What y'all talking about in the chat? Yeah. Boom. Boom. Clifton Dennis. The Garcia, what I heard of, what's that? What you talking about, man? What you talking about, Clifton Dennis? Yeah, big facts. Devin Haney came back. He rose from the grave. He had a great year. Devin Haney had a wonderful 2025. You know, who his opponent, Brian Norman Jr. But he started off the year with knockout of the year, like real early. Brian Norman Jr. started the year with knockout of the year. That knockout was so vicious. We heard Jen Sasaki's head bounce off the canvas like a watermelon hitting concrete. Boo boo, right? This big thud, man. You could hear it echo. Woke up in the hospital 3 days later. Congratulations, you got knocked the fuck out, right? And so coming off of that, Brian Norman Jr. steps into the Devin Haney fight feeling like Superman. And it was niggas like me, right, that was hyping him up because I thought Haney was washed. Most of the boxing world thought Haney was washed, right? And a lot of people, except for people like Clifton Dennis and Hannibal and all the Haneyacks was like, man, y'all gonna be surprised, right? Devin Haney goes in and puts on one of his best performances of his career, bar none. Breaks Youngest nose in the second round and proceeds to beat the shit out of him. But because of the Ryan Garcia beatdown, he let off the gas though. But he totally dominated the fight. So I would say it was a 50-50 year for Brian Norman because he got paid his biggest payday. He was on his biggest stage and he could actually make a comeback. He's young enough. He swaps his dad out for a real trainer like a Derrick James. I see a bright future for Brian Norman Jr. still. Because now his name's out there. His name's out there. And his next fight got to be a knockout. Got to be a knockout. Juice in my cup. What's good, man? Boom. Boom. Juice in my cup. Say, man, smash the like button. Let them know, fam. Let them know. Smash up the likes. Smash up the likes. Real talk. What else happened in 2025, man? Like, I mean, PBC, David Benavidez had a great 2025. Like, he started off the year against David Morrell, which I believe was one of the best fights of 2025. That fight was lit. That fight was lit. They was banging, right? Morrell showed that he got a lot of heart. David Benavidez getting acclimated to 75. And he thought he found out you just ain't gonna plow through 75 like that. Like Morrell came to fight, right? And the key point in that fight, Benavidez pissed Morrell off when he started doing that dance and shit, right? Morrell got pissed, come back, rocks Benavidez in the next round, then drops him, right? But then hits him after the bell and gets a point taken away, nullifying the knockdown. Still a great fight, though. I like to see them niggas run it back, honestly. Like, to me, they could run that back, right? Real talk. But then David Benavidez follows up that performance with a straight beat down of Anthony Yarde. I mean, it was a thorough mauling, a massacre of Anthony Yarde. I mean, Anthony Yarde I've never seen him get beat up like this. We talking about a dude that was giving Better BF that work. David Benavidez looked like David Benavidez at 168. He chewed that Bama up, broke his eye socket, broke his nose. Like, it was a horrible beatdown. One of the beatdowns of the year. I had it being fight of the year, but it was beatdown of the year. So salute to David Benavidez. He had a great 2025, right? So big winners so far, Benavidez and Haney. And now, boom, boom. Is that, oh man, yo, Slayer, you wild, saying it's that Diddy. You know who that is. You know who that is. We all know who that is. And we talking like big winners of 2025? Let's go. T-Bud Crawford, upset of the year. The biggest winner of 2025, in my opinion. And not only was he the biggest winner in 2025, Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Bud Crawford was the fight of the year in terms of the numbers. They beat who? They beat Fake Paul. Boxing, that was a huge win for Crawford and a huge win for boxing. He came in and did what nobody thought was possible. He went in there, took away Canelo's best punch, thoroughly outboxed him, stood in front of him from time to time, then went back to boxing. He showed his IQ level is on a way different plateau than Canelo Alvarez. And he thoroughly outboxed the greatest Mexican fighter of all time, right? Becomes undisputed in his third division, has the highest viewed fight of the year, gets a super dope-ass ring from the WBC, I believe, right? Then he cashes in his baby mama for a snow bunny. I mean, like, so I don't say that part is the win, but understand his mentality. He conquers the world, cashes in the baby mama for a snow bunny, gets a new baby on the way. He go ape shit outside the ring. Because like my man Hannibal say, the Bud Crawford era, he got robbed of his era. He had to go take it, right? So he went and took his era. But we still missed out on the Bud Crawford era because he wasn't signed to PBC. And he retires. Gets him a snow bunny and retires. New baby, snow bunny, retirement, upset of the year, fight of the year in regard to numbers, undisputed in 3 divisions, made history, retires a GOAT. Salute to Terrence Crawford. I had to shout him out since y'all was talking about him, bro. Real talk. And he won not just for himself, but for boxing. Speaking of that, let's transition. Tank Davis. Like, he took an L this year, but he still have a win for boxing. I'm gonna explain why, right? We watched Tank Davis become disheartened with the sport, right? And dive into his ego. We saw the birth of Hollywood Tank. Getting his hair permed and shit, Detroit Red style. Look white, don't it? Right? Gets the Detroit Red perm, more baby mama drama, in Florida. She lying. That shit don't even go to court, right? He goes in overconfident. He becomes Hollywood Tank fighting his homie, Lamont Roach. This is how Tank started 2025. He started 2025 as Hollywood Tank, 2 head coaches, hair permed, right? Detroit Red style, look white, don't it? Right? Goes into the Lamont Roach fight, overconfident, over-friendly, goes in there and what me and many other people say, he lost that fucking fight. Lamont Roach Jr. beat Tank's ass in that fight, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care what the Tank fans want to say, right? Tank took a L, but PBC could not afford Tank to take a L because this man fucked up the PBC. So they can't lose Errol Spence and Tank Davis to outsiders. So guess what? That shit became a draw. It became a draw, and Tank blamed his hairdresser. Tank blamed his hairdresser. You know what I'm saying? And in that fight, Lamont Roach did beat his ass. Tank took a knee. That should have been a point. Tank went and got assistance outside the ring from Calvin Ford, washed his face in the middle of the round. That should have been a disqualification. Lamont Roach was rightfully pissed. The referee was obviously like not the most ethical motherfucker in boxing. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh, cockeyed ass nigga. Right, so this cockeyed fool apologizes to Tank for counting on a knockdown, didn't disqualify him, let the fight continue, tell Lamont Roach to shut up and fight. And then Tank tells Lamont Roach in the fight, I mean, this is Hollywood Tank, right? Hollywood Tank tells Lamont Roach in the fight, they ain't gonna give it to you. Bet. They ain't gonna give it to you. He know what's up. You see what they just let me do? They let me take a timeout, right? Didn't stop count, didn't apologize to me. Let me wash my face, which is highly illegal, right? Explain and apologize why they counted and tell me don't do it again because it looked like a knockdown. My nigga, it was a knockdown, right? So, and then he goes back in, tells Lamont they ain't gonna give it to you, gets the draw, right? Puts on a fake, right? Well, this is Hollywood Tank. Not to mention he disrespected Calvin Ford in the corner as well, right? 2 head coaches. Not listening to neither one of them. And Tank never worked with Barry Hunter again, because that motherfucker bad luck, bro. Every time you link up with Barry Hunter, you got bad luck, right? So this is how Tank took his L in 2025, right? So he goes in, he gets the draw, gets on the mic, you know, I just got my hair done 2 days ago, and she put grease in my shit. The dumbest quote in boxing history, but also the most hilarious quote in boxing history, right? I mean, like, insane. Larry Merchant would have chewed him up back in the day, right? So, but Hollywood Tank. And so, but how did Tank carry that, right? He thought he was going to get a fight with Jake Paul. That's why he became Hollywood Tank. But now this is where Tank took a W. And he took a win in a loss. And I'm going to tell you how, right? Because PBC saved his ass with the draw. He goes in thinking he about to rematch Roach. Jake Paul hits him up, says, listen, man, I know you ain't been able to get a fight, you know. You really lost that last fight. You ain't getting no big paydays, which is crazy work, because you and Ryan Garcia sold 1.4 million pay-per-view buys. The fact that you can't get a fight is crazy. It's somebody on the inside fucking you up. You're getting sabotaged from the inside. Somebody at PBC is sabotaging you, right? That's what I feel Jake Paul is telling him. Running game to him. And Tank like, yeah, you know what? That's real, Slim. That's real. Somebody, and I know who it is. It's Floyd. It's Floyd. Because now we just finding out Floyd is part owner of the PBC. Floyd going on Drink Champs and everybody telling them, I'm part owner of the PBC, Slim. And you wonder why Tank couldn't get a fight, right? His arch nemesis is sabotaging his career, in my opinion, right? So Tank like, yeah, nigga, let's get it. Cancels the fight with Roach, the rematch with Roach, gets sued, right? Roach puts up arbitration, rats and roaches, right? It's all good. So he goes into the fight with Paul, and according to Tank, he allegedly got a script. This is how Tank won. I'm gonna tell you how. So in the face of not being able to get a real fight, coming off a controversial draw, right? A dude offering you $50 million and then hands you a script. The average man would have cracked and took it. Would have took it. Had baby mama drama, all that shit, having a horrible year, right? $50 million in a script. Tank won for boxing with this. Tank said, guess what? I'm going to take that check and you take this script back. Take this motherfucking script back, right? Jake Paul, like, what are you talking about? Everybody does this. Mike Tyson did it allegedly, right? Tyrone Woodley did it allegedly, right? So, I mean, like, why don't you do it? It's $50 million, man. You're not getting any fights. You're not getting, your own guys don't want you to get a big payday. It's $50 million, man. Take the script, right? So Tank get there to the press conference, the second press conference in Miami, and Tank strikes a blow for boxing, Slim. Tank strikes a blow for boxing because people don't understand, right? With a nigga like Tank, he too raw on the inside, right? And he has what people think he don't got. See, a lot of niggas from the mud, from the hood, have integrity. They just don't have it in the way that y'all think they got it, right? Tank has integrity. Tank got love for the sport. He feels the sport of boxing saved his life, right? So he looking at this Disney kid talking shit across from him, right? And he said, hold up. And then the Disney kid tried to use Floyd Mayweather, bro. The Disney kid tried to use Floyd Mayweather because he figures, you know what I'm saying, he already stunted on Tank or whatever. Tank said, all right, enough of this bullshit. This shit's scripted. Boom, score 1 point for boxing, nigga. Right? So boxing wins with Terrence Crawford winning, right? And then boxing wins when Tank Davis said, man, fuck your script, nigga. Fuck your script, nigga. Told the whole world this shit's scripted, right? Then they trying to calm him down. Tank said, man, I ain't throwing no motherfucking fight, Slim. Nigga, bet me $2 million I don't throw this fight. Jake Paul looking like, man, this hard ER over here, man. Can't do business with people like this. You hard ER, right? Tank like, man, whatever, man. Where your boy Nikisa, man? Nikisa, what up, man? What up, man? How much you trying to bet? How much you trying to bet? Y'all niggas think I'm throwing this fight? How much you trying to bet? Nikisa like, man. I'm paying you guys the biggest payday of the year. It's gonna be the biggest fight of the year, man. What are you doing? Tank like, yeah, all right, I'll be back. I'll be right back. Y'all seen the video, right? When a black man from the hood tell you I'll be right back, y'all know what he's saying. When a black man from the hood tell you I'll be right back, y'all know what that nigga's saying, right? And he was speaking in metaphors. Like, I'll be back on fight night. I'll be right back. Be right here. I'll be right back, right? So they blew their mind, bro. It blew their mind. They was like, yo, how is this nigga not taking the script? It's $50 million, right? And that's what Tank was talking about when he was like, yo, he paying me, I'm all right, we need that extra. In my opinion, that's how they do it. They first lock you down with the fight, then they'll come by with like, oh yeah, it's a little extra here. You know, this is some little stipulations. You know, sign this right here. It's an exhibition. That's how they get you. They say it's an exhibition, right? So it'll be like no hard hits to the face. You don't knock Jake out, like allegedly, supposedly. That's what it looked like to me, right? Tank is like, oh, that's what the extra about. So this is the script, huh? This is the script, huh? Okay. This shit is scripted. Fuck this shit, right? I'm still fighting you. Because Tank thinking like, yo, I didn't sign for the script. I signed for the fight. I know it's an exhibition, but you was talking too much shit. And I love boxing, nigga. It's on. Nigga, we up, nigga. What? Right? So, you know, mysterious allegations happen that have never been founded. No video evidence. Nothing. No police show up. No police report. There are mysterious allegations in a lawsuit, not a criminal case, which allows Jake Paul to snake his way out of the fight. So that's how I'm saying Tank won, right? Tank won because boxing is not just in the ring, fighting, hit without getting hit. Boxing is also internal, right? So it's internal as far as your hard wiring, as far as your reactions, right? As far as all that, right? As far as your skill set, that's hard wiring, right? But it's also internal as far as your gut, your intestinal fortitude, right? It's also internal in terms of your mental toughness, right? It's also internal in terms of your heart. You got that dog in you, right? Tank, in the midst of adversity, hit the check on all that shit, right? Can he box? Check, right? Can he learn from his mistakes? Can he learn from his mistakes and show integrity? Check. Does he got intestinal fortitude? Check, right? So even though he turned down $50 million because he has integrity and he stood up for boxing. Tank wins in 2025 just for that alone. So I'm going to give Tank the W. So now we got Terrence Crawford with a W, Devin Haney with a W for 2025, and Gervonta Tank Davis with that W for 2025, right? So, I mean, like, we can get it in. We can get it in, right? So who else we talking about? Let's talk Jake Paul. Let's talk Jake Paul. Straight off the Mike Tyson debacle, right? He goes in and he wants to get a fight with Gervonta Tank Davis. He's at the fight. Gervonta's going to call it out. Jake Paul says, no, we ain't going to do the fight with him. He just lost to Lamont Roach. It was an obvious fix. Isn't that ironic, right? So now, enter Turkey Al-Sheikh. He plants the seed in Jake Paul's mind. Listen, Slim, you want to do some real boxing? Fuck that exhibition shit. I got like close to 100 M's. You want to fight Anthony Joshua? I mean, 100 M's ain't nothing to laugh at. Them niggas is like, yo, for real? Like, yeah, for real. I want you to fight Anthony Joshua. But then Turkey gloats about it. He goes on the Boxing Voice. He's like, yeah, I want him to fight Anthony Joshua. He said yes, right? And if Anthony Joshua loses, I know AJ is done. But if Anthony Joshua wins, he gets this Jake Paul dude, this headache out of boxing for me. So Jake Paul is like, all right, Slim, I see what you're trying to do. I see what you're trying to do. Let's pull up on Tank. Let's spin the block on Tank. That whole debacle happened with Tank. Jake Paul is pissed. He just got exposed. Win for boxing. Jake Paul just got exposed in front of the world for putting on scripted fights. The whole world looking at him sideways. Now they side-eyeing this nigga like, yeah, a Jake Paul fight, right? Yeah, all right. That's what y'all niggas doing? Jake Paul, right? Mm-hmm. The whole world looking at him like that because of what Tank said. Now he gotta do a real fight. He gotta do a real fight. He pull up on Ngannou. Ngannou is like, you are beneath me. You are beneath me, right? He pull up on Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford like, Slim, fight me next year if you want to fight, right? Canelo Alvarez already carrying him. Fake boxer, right? So real fighters and real stars like Ngannou was like, man, you ain't shit. We better than you, right? So now, in order to get that bag, Netflix like, yo, we need a name. We need a name. You can't come up in here with Nate Diaz, nigga, and we ain't get the Tank fight. You about to lose your contract, Slim. Right? We wanted the Tank fight to go on. You the one that said you don't want to fight Tank because you standing up against women. Where's the criminal case? Nigga, you better get us a name, man. Right? He was forced into fighting Anthony Joshua. He was forced into fighting Anthony Joshua. And he figured it was his best shot, right? AJ had been knocked out more than once, right? AJ had been inactive for 15 months. If he's going to fight Anthony Joshua, and he had the bright idea, now's the time to fight him. Line that shit up, man. And what happened was amazing. What happened was amazing, bro. Jake Paul ran. He ran for 4 rounds. He won those rounds, slowed down in the 5th, got his jaw broke in the 6th. Big win for boxing, baby. You got the money, but you found out boxing always get it back in blood, Jake Paul. Boxing always get it back in blood. Take the 90 million. But that jaw break is going to fuck you up in the sport of boxing for the rest of your life. If you continue boxing, you're going to end the game with brain injuries. Yeah. You continue boxing if you want to. Boxing is going to take it all, but they're going to take all that money back in blood. Boxing is going to pay you well, but take your health. That's what's going to happen, Jake Paul. Keep boxing if you want to. Keep going. Watch what's going to happen. Boxing always gets it back in blood, Slim. Jake Paul found it the hard way. Take the 90 million. Keep going if you want. But now boxing going to take away from you now. Boxing going to give you the money and take something away from you every fight. Ain't nothing you can do about that. That's a force of nature, Slim. So, in my opinion, Jake Paul took a L even though he got 90 million. Because he got called out by Tank, and he got his jaw broke by AJ. And he got, real talk. So he's been exposed and damaged. Jake Paul, one of the biggest losers of 2025. And to say that about a man that made $90 million is crazy work, right? But if you look at it from the point of boxing, Jake Paul, one of the biggest losers, in my opinion. Well, before we continue, I'm going to read the chat. What's good? What's going on in the chat, man? Who up in here? Hannibal, what's good? John Parham, what's good, man? Who up in here? Who up in here, man? What's good, man? 901 Dre, my nigga, what's good, man? Who is this, man? Gillermay, what's good, man? Juice in my cup. Oh yeah, King Savage, what's good? Don Derek, them, what's good, man? Yeah. Wade James, what's good? Yeah, we up in this bitch, man. We up in this bitch, man. Bennett Jude, what's up, man? Yeah. Yo, man, we up in here deep, Slim. Slayer, what's good? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, all right, y'all been going in the chat. That's what I'm talking about, man. Smash up the likes. Smash up the likes. What's good, man? Yeah, so what y'all talking about in the chat? Yeah, Ryan Watson, what's good? He couldn't make weight, so he made up that stupid woman rights stuff. Exactly. Netflix knew that was bullshit. So he needed a name after that. Netflix knew he was bullshitting. It's like, yo, dude, Tank get accusations every fight, Slim. Come on, man. And his baby mama is on record as being a liar. And who's this mysterious woman in the strip club? Where's the police report? Now, you know how much money we put up on you, Slim? You talking about you want to cancel the fight? Netflix was pissed, bro. Netflix was pissed. They're like, you better get us a name. You better get us a name. Real talk. Real talk. Kane 904, what's good? Juice in my cup. I sent Zeb the link, man. Waiting for him to pull up. Boom. How to spell Mark. Let him know. Smash up the likes, man. Jay Good. What's good, fam? Yeah. Yeah, they backed Jake into a corner, Slim. And it was because of what Tank did. That's why I'm giving Tank a W, right? It ain't that ironic because it's about who you are on the inside, not about how much money you make all the time, right? So Tank showed he's the bigger man on the inside than Jake Paul. He's the better man than Jake Paul. He's the tougher man than Jake Paul. Jake Paul might be the more popular man, but Tank checks him in all the other man categories, bruh. Because real talk, it takes a real one to say, fuck your 50 million. The average dude is not saying that no matter what race, creed, or culture, is not going to say, fuck your 50 million. The average dude would have bit his glove. Right? That's what the average dude would have did. Would have been like, fuck it, it's 50 million, I'm going to just bite my glove. Right? I mean, like, that's what the average dude would have did, Slim. So yeah, big shout out to Tank. Big shout out to AJ. Oh yeah, moment of silence for AJ loved ones, man. God bless, man. God bless you, AJ. Yeah, I understand what it's like to lose people that's close to you, fam. Like, I understand it, man, and I respect what you did for the sport of boxing. I hope you have a great return to the game, and may God bless everything you do, AJ. Real talk. Jesus is king. Remember that, right? And like, yo, real talk, man. I know what it's like to lose. I know what it's like to lose, man. That's another reason, too. If y'all ever been to a third world country, man, them niggas can't drive, Slim. Them niggas in the third world can't drive, Slim. Like, when I was in Morocco, I just got me a motor scooter. Well, I wasn't gonna rent no car because them niggas can't drive. I had to be able to get out their motherfucking way. Like, for real, Slim. For real. Yo, Hannibal, what's good? Tank scary as hell, man. Man, come on, man. You got to give Tank his props. Give Tank his props, bro. Like, even if you don't like Tank, you got to respect what he did for the sport of boxing. He turned down 50 M's, bro. He turned down 50 M's for the integrity of himself and the sport. Can you imagine boxing if Tank goes in there and throws a fight to Jake Paul? Boxing dies that day, bro. Boxing dies that day, at least boxing as we know it. So that tells me Tank gonna bounce right back in 2026. I'm looking for Tank to have one hell of a 2026. Clifton Dennis, what's good? You know they got conspiracy theories on the AJ accident? Yeah, I've heard them, man. None of them sound valid to me, though. None of the conspiracy theories sound valid. Like, yo, like Kane, real talk. Kane is saying, Illuminati, if AJ sacrificed his homies, He be sacrificing shit. Shit is real. I mean, the sacrificing shit is real, right? But it wouldn't be your homies. Homies die every day, G. They want something of value to you. Like with Kanye West, what'd they take? Mama, right? Barack Obama took his grandmother. You know what I'm saying? Like they want something of value. The homies come and go, bro. The homies die every day. I don't care how close you are. I see my closest homies die in my face. Real talk. So I mean, like, the homies go, man. They want your kids. They want your kids. They want your parents. They want your siblings, right? They want that brother that you close to. Like that's what they want. Yeah. The homies now. The homies is not an Illuminati sacrifice. It's not close enough. Jennifer Hudson, they took her mama. You know what I'm saying? Like they want shit like that, bro. What are them other conspiracy theories? Esquire saying Jake Paul set the situation up with Tank. That's why there's no video of the police report. Facts, bro. But like, allegedly, that's what I believe. Salute to the homie Black for putting that out there. Cause Black put that out there for me, man. Cause like, real talk, cause I thought I was the only one thinking that shit. And when Black told me that shit, I'm like, bruh, me and you on thinking the same lines, bro. But you gotta say allegedly though. Cause that shit was mad convenient. That shit was mad convenient. And I'm telling y'all, Netflix didn't like that shit. And Jake Paul was facing the trouble. And Jake Paul realized what that rehydration clause does to niggas. He realized that shit the hard way. And Shakur in there joint tell him, Tank got you. You know Shakur was in camp with him, man. Tank got you, bro. You gotta make what? 195? Boom. You think Tank throwing a fight? He got you, Slim. Tank just got you, bro. And Jake Paul like, fuck yeah, the hard ER got me, man. Cool in there, hyping him up, laughing at him and shit. Yeah, bro. Tank put you on a rehydration clause and didn't sign for that extra. That means he not throwing the fight, exhibition or no exhibition. You're gonna be tired as hell going in there. Tank about to fuck you up. You better find a way to get out of this, son. You better find a way to get out of this, Slim. You know how Cool be going, bro. Cool, like, man, Tank got you, nigga. Right? Jake Paul mad now. Look at the way he responded. He responded like somebody who's mad that they got beat. Tank outsmarted him. If you are a guy who thinks you are superior to another guy because of one, your race, right? Because you're supposed to be what? Intellectually superior, right? Morally superior, because he's from the gutter. So you're supposed to be morally superior. You're supposed to be intellectually superior. You're supposed to be culturally superior, right? And that little nigga outsmarted you. You got this little hood nigga, right? Who don't know how to talk to police, right? Who doesn't speak eloquently, right? Who is savage to the core, who grew up in the foster care system, poor education, right? He outsmarted you. He made you sign a rehydration clause and he didn't sign the stipulation to throw the fight, allegedly. He didn't sign on for the script. He just signed on for the money. He outsmarted you. And Shakur told him that. And Shakur was laughing at him when he was telling him. He was like, yo, what you think you're gonna do to Tank? Like, what? You can't even catch me. Like, yo, Tank is fast as shit. And Tank can box. Like, he ain't just a puncher. Tank can box. Tank gonna be doing this to you, right? And Shakur ain't hitting him hard. Like, yo, and Shakur telling him, like, yo, imagine when Tank get in there and your little frail 195 frame. Man, Tank got you, Slim. Jake Paul needed a way out fast, bro. He needed a way out fast. Called up his scumbag homies. Yeah, I got some lawyers and shit. I got some investing. We're going to investigate Tank Davis. We're going to try to find anything on him, right? That whole lawsuit is suspect. Everything about it is suspect. So yeah, I would agree with you, Slim. Clifton Dennis. Does Tank and Turkey do business in 26? If so, Tank is selling out. Is Tank selling out? No. It's a smart business move, honestly, in my opinion. I don't think he'll be selling out. Hannibal. AJ was a way tougher fight for Jake than Tank, scary ass. But no, bro, Hannibal, you're not listening to what I'm saying. He was forced into the AJ fight. He wanted an exhibition with Tank. And Shakur convinced him that Tank got him, bro. And Tank did. Tank outsmarted him. Then he tried to get Ngannou. Ngannou said, you beneath me. He tried to get Bud. Bud said, stop playing with me. Right? He tried to get some fights happening and nobody, and he had Netflix on his ass. Netflix is like, dude, we signed a contract with you for big fights. You backed out of the Tank fight. We did not back out of this fight. You telling people we wanted out too. No, we fucking didn't. Right? Give us a name. Give us a name. Real talk, Kane. What's up, man? Yo, boom, boom. Where we at? Neek the man, what's good? Loyal to Al Heyman. Al Heyman would set it up 100%. Yeah, I see Floyd Mayweather trying to slide back in there and get that Manny Pacquiao. He trying to everything Floyd do right now. He's trying to take away from Tank. It's real beef with them niggas. Ryan Watson, facts. Ryan Watson, AJ could have unalived him. I agree. Jake Paul could have very well gotten unalived in that fight. It was easy, man. He found out their weight classes for a reason. Because he hit AJ with his best shot, that overhand right. And then AJ felt like he got slapped by a woman. AJ ate that shit like he got slapped by a woman. Like on the novellas, right? Like on the old school soap operas, like Young and the Restless and shit. When you piss off your wife and she goes, whoa, slaps you. You just look at her and shit. You grab her hand. Listen, woman, right? That's what it felt like. Jake Paul hit AJ with his hardest shot. To AJ, it felt like he got slapped by his girl. That's what AJ knew. Like, I could kill this dude. I could literally unalive this dude. So I'm gonna take it light on him. Bop, set up to the straight jab to the chest, cross, and you still snapped his jaw. What I say about 60 to 80% power. Still gave him a 3-piece jaw. Still had that man mouth spinning around like Daffy Duck. Yeah, Hannibal, Jake would have had the pounds, but he wouldn't have had. So these are the things you forgetting to take into account. He would have had to make 195, right? He would have been facing a dude who was superior to him in skills and still had, like Floyd Mayweather Sr., one of the Shaolin monks of boxing, said Gervonta Tank Davis has tremendous power for a man his size. Tank has done phenomenal things in sparring with 16s and headgear to dudes who like cruiserweights. So a weakened Jake Paul who signed on for a rehydration clause against Gervonta Tank Davis loses that fight to body shots, in my opinion. And I think that's what Shakur told him. And I think Jalen Love stamped it. I think he was having a hell of a time making that weight. And he had got set up. They was laughing at him. He got outsmarted by Tank Davis, a hood nigga from B-More. St. Martin, what's good? But yo, let's move on. So yeah, big time L for Jake Paul. Who won though? David Benavidez. We talked about that. David Benavidez, winner, big winner in 2025. Devin Haney, Gary Antoine Russell, came back to win a belt against Rayo Valenzuela. Twan outboxed the boxer. They were saying Twan was just a puncher. He outboxed the boxer. Come back, salute to Gary Antoine Russell. Big winner of 2025. Who else we got out here, man? Who else we got out here? Where we at? Oh, my man, Cool Boy Steph. Cool Boy Steph started the year. You know what I'm saying? Looking good. Came out in the cutoff jeans with the Timbos. You know what I'm saying? Yo, he had one hell of a performance. Bouncing back from the Naya Inoue knockout, getting knocked out. Bouncing back from that subpar performance in his return after the knockout to win a belt. Yo, but then comes back, runs into my boy O'Shaquie Foster, killed him with the jab. O'Shaquie Foster, a big winner of 2025. Beat the dog shit out of Cool Boy Steph, right? Gave him that work. Like, so yeah. O'Shaquie Foster, big winner. Cool Boy Steph, mediocre. He had a mediocre year. Won the belt and lost it same year. Really didn't defend it. Who else up here, man? Who else out here? Yeah, Puyo over Sandor Martin. Great fight. Great fight. Oh yeah, Fundora, Sebastian Fundora, the Slender Man. Like he started off strong, then the Thurman fight got canceled. So that's so. Well, what else we got? What else we got, man? I sent Zaire Brooks the link. I don't know what's up with that nigga, man. Pitbull Cruz. Pitbull Cruz had a great year. Pitbull Cruz starts the year off, you know what I'm saying, defending his belt, then gets the Lamont Roach Jr. fight. Right? It was a draw, but you know what I'm saying, Pitbull still comes out shining in that because most of the people think he won that fight. Let's talk Lamont Roach Jr. Lamont Roach Jr. became 3-draw McGraw in 2025, fucking around with PBC. They robbed him on the Tank fight, so he started the year phenomenal, right? He got robbed on the Tank fight, but it was a draw, so he won, but he didn't win, right? Then he sues Tank, and he gets the Pitbull fight. The Pitbull fight, his game plan was straight retarded, man. He had Busy Bone in the corner, and he decides he wants to make Pitbull respect him. I'm going to square up with Pitbull, right? A dude who fights in one direction, and I'm going to go boom, boom. I'm going to do what I did to Tank to him, right? I'm going to go in, I'm going to play catch and shoot in the middle of the ring, right? I'm not going to work my jab. I'm going to work my inside. I'm going to get in the phone booth with Pitbull, right? Bing! He gets hit so hard, he thinks he getting jumped. He think the referee, he don't trust PBC at this time. He like, first y'all robbed me against Tank, now y'all jumping me. Turns around, starts running, going to go get his brother, right? Busy Bone tell him, calm down, right? We in the middle of a fight. Oh, he says, okay. That nigga just hit me. I just got clipped, right? Eats that knockdown, starts boxing like he should have been doing the whole time, comes back a little bit. Pitbull still catching him, no, so it's a draw. I say Pitbull won, but I ain't mad at the draw. Lamont Roach Jr., that's a toss-up. I still say he wins because he won because nobody knew him before this year. So Lamont Roach Jr., he gets a win. He win in a draw. He wins in a draw. Three draw McGraw. Salute to David Lynch. Quick draw McGraw. Real talk. Real talk. Now you were in a way. Like he won his fights, right? But that hand wrap situation got exposed. Right? The hand wraps, I mean, like he had an exciting fight against Neary, does what he do, drops, gets back up, you know what I'm saying? Wins by knockout, does this thing, right? But then his last fight, like the other day, it's like, hold up, Slim, them hand wraps is sus. Like, yeah, you got, them hand wraps is highly sus. Redo that shit. Redoes that shit, and all of a sudden he lost his power. I'm just saying. Yeah, real talk, Hannibal. Now, we anyway had a busy year. But he ended the year with questionable hand wraps. Now, he anyway put in that work. So I'm going to say he a winner because he won all his fights. All his fights were entertaining as fuck, right? Except this last fight when he got caught out on them hand wraps. He lost his power. Slim. Real talk. So, I mean, like, suspicious, man. Highly suspicious. Who else, man? Who else we with it, man? Let's see. Frank Martin. Comeback, had a hell of a comeback. Great fight, knockout victory. Way to come back to the game after getting knocked the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Frank the Ghost Martin fighting out of Flint, Michigan. Right? Signed to Spence. Tank made him super famous. Got him paid. Well, not super famous, but more popular than he was. Got him paid. Comes back to a knockout. So Frank Martin's a winner. Big winner in my opinion. Oshaki Foster, big winner. Let me see. Irsani Lara, good winner. Yeah. Where we at with it? Let's go back. Joseph Parker, you know what I'm saying, had a good year. Dimitri Bivol, and Benavidez, they ran it back. Bivol got the win. I feel Bivol beat him twice, though. Real talk. I feel Bivol beat him twice, but you know, it is what it is. He got it back in blood. Shakur Stevenson, my guy, Shakur Stevenson, my guy. Shakur Stevenson is actually one of my favorite boxers. I know y'all don't think so, but he's one of my favorite boxers. And like the way he plays the art of war outside of the ring is crazy work, right? So Shakur Stevenson actually had a pretty busy year. He starts the year fighting the electrician. You know, hurts both hands in the fight against the electrician. Still gets the stoppage. He fought an electrician, Slim, and you got paid to fight an electrician. I guess you can call that a win, but it moved the needle in no direction for me, right? But then he goes on and fights my man. He fights my man, Zepeda. He fights Zepeda. The dude I think Tank Davis should have fought fresh out of jail, right? Fights William Zepeda. He changes his style up. He goes into his shell. You know what I'm saying? The triangle. He working the triangle. He catching and shooting. He popping. He gets caught. He gets caught. His daughter, the quote of the year, he almost knocked you out. He almost knocked you out. Good fight. Shakur should never fight like that again. If he fights the wrong man like that, he's getting knocked out. I think he's too smart to ever fight like that again. He fights Tio like that, it's a wrap on Shakur. You better not fight Teofimo Lopez like you fought William Zepeda. You better not fight Teofimo Lopez the way you fought William Zepeda. All facts. All facts. Teofimo Lopez had a good year, right? He was a part of that robbery. He actually didn't rob Turkey in Madison Square Garden. He put up a good fight. It was Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia that robbed him. And speaking of that, Ryan Garcia took an L this year, bro. He had a horrible year. Crying in the ambulance. Rolly Romero had a wonderful year, right? For me, that was the upset of the year. Rolly Romero dropping Ryan Garcia and winning by decision. Who would have thunk it? Floyd Mayweather, right? So Rolly a big winner, Ryan a big loser. Let's see here. Clifton Dennis. I mean, I say he had a good year. He had a good year. I didn't say he's the winner of the year. He had I'm talking about Shakur Stevenson. The electrician victory moved the needle none. If anything, it kind of took it down slightly. The Zepeda win, he changed up his style, sat in the pocket, and moved the needle up a little bit. It wasn't major, but he won. He didn't take no L's. Got paid. Shakur had a good year. Right? Ryan Garcia had a horrible year. He cried in the car. Right? The cameras caught him crying in the car. But he robbed Turkey. They got to, like I say, this year, you get the bag, but boxing was getting it back in blood, even if you got the bag. So that's what that was. So, and Rolly Romero, big winner for Rolly. Yeah. Bivol, big winner. He should already be like, he shouldn't have lost against Benavidez, in my opinion. Let's see, where we at with it? Yeah, Devin Haney, the big runner in that Madison Square Garden. That Times Square thing. Hamza Shiraz. Hamza Shiraz had a major year, right? As far as like notoriety for the American game. Questionable left hand rap, yeah, true. Beat the dog shit out of Edgar Berlanga, yeah. Won his fight before that. Against he dogged Edgar Berlanga. Who the Hamza Shiraz fight before that? It was on one of them Turkey cards. Well, either way, he had a good fight. Double victories. Hamza Shiraz, a big winner this year. Edgar Berlanga, fuck Edgar Berlanga, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, man. Edgar Berlanga, he hyped up a loss to Canelo. So that just makes him a bigger loser, in my opinion. Like I say, what is this year about? You can get the bag, but boxing been getting it back in blood, right? So you hyped your shit up over a loss to Canelo Alvarez, did a parade and all that good shit, right? Get in there against Hamza Shiraz, thinking it's your main event, and get mollywopped. got mollywopped, fighting Dawson on Street Fighter. Yoga Flame, bam. Dude's arms were ridiculously long. I've never seen a dude stand straight up and punch a dude in the face while a dude is on the ground, right? Yoga Fire, boom. Hamza Shiraz, big winner. Edgar Berlanga, double loser. Double loser. One of the biggest losers of 2025, Edgar Berlanga, in my opinion. Richardson Hitchens, I'm gonna give him a big winner. You know, you ducking Twan, nigga. You ducking Twan. I'm gonna give Richardson Hitchens like he had a good 2025. Real talk. Canelo Alvarez, even though you lost, I'm gonna say you won. I'm gonna say Canelo Alvarez won. Cause what did we get? We got the Berlanga beatdown, right? Then we got the William Skull fight. The Skull was running like a bitch. Then he went in there and he fought Terrence Crawford. Didn't have to do it. Got super paid. So he got paid. He got two W's and an L, you know, but he lost to one of the greatest fighters of all time. So you can't really fault a man for losing to one of the greatest fighters of all time. His legacy hasn't been affected. And because of that, he got paid, had a higher win-loss, had a high win-loss percentage, fought one of the greatest fighters of all time. Canelo wins with a W, in my opinion. Canelo Alvarez won, even though he lost his last fight. So yeah, so Canelo's another winner, big winner. And Skull ran like a biatch, man. Skull ought to be ashamed of himself, bro. Clifton Dennis, yeah, Canelo only loses to greats. Well, he kind of lost to Lara. He should have lost that fight to Lara. You know what I'm saying? He had a couple of questionable fights in there. Let's see where we at with it. Yeah, it was 2025 was a great year, Slim. It was a great year in boxing. Oh yeah, Eubank and Benn, they got it on twice. For me, those fights should have never happened. Like Eubank almost died just making the fights. Like crazy work. I feel like those were forced fights. I feel like Eubank's dad was right. Conor Benn got all this hype fighting a dead man. Conor Benn got hype fighting a dead man walking. Both fights were bullshit in my opinion. He was fighting a dude that was like as far as weight draining goes, extreme weight draining. I don't really give him credit for that shit, even though they were good fights. Just the handicapping of Eubank was crazy. Was crazy. I don't agree with it. I didn't like it. I didn't like the fact that Eubank almost died just making the fight. So to me, that's a black eye of boxing. And I'm glad that shit took place across the pond. And everybody gonna be like they like it or whatever. It's all good. Y'all could like the fight. I feel that fight's a black eye of boxing. It was extreme. It shouldn't have happened. They should have met at a higher weight. And it was good for Eubank to lose because he almost died making weight, bro. How crazy can you get? Jerry Weston, rubbish. The first fight was good and competitive. It was good, but I believe Eubank's dad, yo. Like, yo, he said his son almost died just making weight. So it was for money. So for money, right, he put his life on the line just to make weight. You know? I don't like shit like that. I don't like shit like that. And the fight was competitive because what? It was only competitive because Eubank came down so low it was unhealthy. Neek the man. He said the first fight was an all-time great fight. But if they fought at a healthier weight for Eubank, would it have been? Would it have been? Because to me, it's kind of rigged if you get this really big dude to come down to where he's like literally he came to the fight in an ambulance. He came to the fight in an ambulance. Come on, bro. If your opponent is coming to the fight in an ambulance, something wrong, bro. Something wrong, bro. I know unpopular opinion on my part, but I mean, like, I feel it was trash fights because of that. It was a good fight. The first one was a good fight. The second fight was ridiculous. Ridiculous. He was fighting a zombie. and not Zombie Haney. Zombie Haney is a superhero. He was fighting a literal zombie, like a dead man walking. So Zombie Haney, if we talking zombie movies, Zombie Haney is like the zombies on Train to Busan, right? They running full speed at you. They dangerous, right? Or like the zombies on 28 Days Later. They coming after you. You got to haul ass from these niggas, right? Eubank in the second fight was like one of the Walking Dead zombies, right? They slow. They just coming all, like, yeah, weak, drained. You can beat them easy, right? So it's a different type of zombie. But yes, a zombie. And it was not Zombie Haney. Zombie Haney is like 28 Days Later zombies. Train to Busan zombies. Different type of zombie, a real threat. So yeah, that man was fucked. Keeping it real. Yo, Busy B, are we ever going to see Shakur versus Tank? I would love to see that fight. Don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. I think it should happen, but I don't think it will happen. All right, let's keep going. 2025, big losers. Keyshawn Davis, one of the biggest losers of 2025. Right? Keyshawn Davis starts the year by winning the 135 championship from Burchechin. Right? The world is his oyster. All eyes on him, selling out at home like crazy, doing everything it takes to be a major star. Bob Arum goes on record and says, I intend to make this man the face of boxing. Right? And what happens? What happens? That nigga goes home and crashes out. Fucked it all up. Had a mental breakdown. He was home, didn't make weight, 4 pounds over. De Los Santos people said, hell nah, we ain't fighting Keyshawn Davis, 4 pounds over. It's a suicide mission. Keep the money. I think they saved Edwin De Los Santos because Keyshawn Davis was kind of dangerous at this point. He wasn't mentally stable. He came in heavy. He can really box. It was a dangerous fight for De Los Santos. De Los Santos would have got hurt in that fight, bro. So I ain't mad at his people for saying, nah, keep the money. We not sacrificing our fighter for one paycheck. It ain't like it's a Jake Paul check. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, salute to them for that. Yeah, Keyshawn crashes out, basically puts his career on hold. It was a good spectacle. Bob Arum shelved him, and he ended up becoming a sparring partner. Ended up going back to church. Just put his whole career on hold. We'll see what he does in 2026 against Jermaine Ortiz. I got him bouncing back. But ironically, the big winner was Abdullah Mason. Abdullah Mason had a hell of a 2025, bro. Hell of a 2025, right? Stepped in for Keyshawn after the crash out. Showed up, showed out, you know. Then goes on to fight Noakes. I believe one of the fights of the year. Kim, what's good? I think Abdullah Mason versus Noakes was a damn good fight. I would love to see them run it back. Fight of the year candidate, in my opinion. Good from opening to close. One hell of a fight, man. It showed me that Mason got that dog. His chin, it has been tested and proven to be sturdy. I saw a lot. I think that fight really helped Mason as far as his progression goes. I don't think he's ready for the top tier elites just yet, but he will be. He's up there. He's definitely up there. Let me see. Yeah, Jerry Weston, Abdullah Mason is definitely a talent, bro. Definitely a talent. CMC say he want to see Tank versus Pac. Hopefully in 2026. I think Floyd gonna steal that fight though. Let's see. Clifton Dennis. I think Keyshawn on the meds. I think Keyshawn on meds. You heard his recent comments to Hitchens asking Hassan to speak more respectfully. The new interview in his new interview with Max. I didn't see the new one. I think Keyshawn, we don't know because he more like a manic depressed. I hope he's not on the meds. Because if he is and he fired Bomac and that could be really bad, bro. Hope Keyshawn not on meds, bro. Meds are no good for fighters. I think all he needs is Jesus and cannabis. Get that man Jesus and cannabis, he be all right. And some people around him he can trust who not just gonna be like, cool, go ahead and do what you do, man. Like, you're a grown man, go do what you do. You need people that's gonna keep it 100 with you at all times. Keep it 100 with you. Keyshawn need them niggas in his ear like, man, you stupid. You stupid right now, bro. Get mad, nigga, you stupid. He need people around like that. Like, real talk. Boom, boom. Rob James. I never heard of Pat Brown. Never heard of him. But yeah, so as Abdullah Mason, great year. You know, Devin Haney, great year. David Benavidez, great year. You know, Bam Rodriguez, great fucking year. Bam showed up and showed out this year. Solid year for Bam, you know. Did his thing, continuing to rise. Nayo anyway ain't gonna fight him though. I don't think Nayo ain't gonna fight him. That's the fight that need to be made. They need to find a weight, even if it's a catch weight, and make that shit happen. I got Bam in that. Especially if they check it Inoue's hand wraps. Give me Bam in that. Champion one says, your IG breakdown with Key and Cool is hilarious. Ha 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 ha. Drago Day. But Cool said that. I'm just going by what Cool said. Because keep it real, we all know brittle fishbone hand Shakur is not unaliving nobody. Nobody. He know that, right? So when you talk about fear of being unalived, I'm thinking you projecting, Slim. You thinking Keyshawn could, is that, and Keyshawn could. Keyshawn definitely could. I think that's the one man Core really fears. Like, he knows Bud is out of his weight class, but Bud also put the beats on him, right? So he understand, like, Core know what's up, man. Core know what's up. Dr. Dreadlock. What about Boots? I mean, did Boots fight? Boots had a good fight, but it was against a nobody, a trash opponent. He got the warm-up fight he was looking for 2 years. I mean, like, Boots is not a winner this year. I'm not gonna give him a W. But Boots mid. Boots had a mid year. Nothing really happened. Virgil Ortiz had a pretty good year, but he ended up ducking Boots at the end of it. But you know, it is what it is. Yeah. So yeah. Boots had a really mid year, bro. Nothing special about Boots' year. Yeah, mediocre. Mediocre. Rob James out the UK. Let me know who the UK fighters are. My favorite fighter out the UK is Moses Atuma, who also had a good year. Moses, my favorite fighter out the UK. And I think y'all, boy, the light heavyweight out of the UK, what's my man name? The dancer. What's the dancer's name, man? I should do more videos about him because he get mad views. What's the dancer's name? The Somalian kid, the dancer. What's that nigga's name, man? I keep forgetting his name, bro. Because to me, he's a knockoff Nassim Hamed who get, oh yeah, Ben Whitaker. Ben Whitaker better stay the hell out of the USA. Keep your ass over there across the pond. Because if you come here to America at 175 fucking with these niggas, I got David Morrell knocking you out. I got the Mexican Monster knocking you out. I got Bivol whipping your ass. And I got Better BF knocking you out. You better not come to America, Slim. He better not come to America. Real talk, Clifton Dennis, keep it real. Ben Whitaker, champion one. Let him know. Ben Whitaker better not come to America because it's nothing but, like, he could go against David Benavidez, David Morrell. He got a better record than Morrell. They got about the same number of fights, and that's the level at 75 over here. Try to go in there dancing on Morrell if you want to. Watch what's gonna happen. Go in there and do all this shit, right? Hitting niggas like this and shit, right? Doing this shit, right? Doing all this, right? Try that against David Morrell. Watch what's gonna happen. Because you remember, Benavidez tried that against Morrell. He did that little Ali shuffle step. That pissed David Morrell off, bruh. That pissed David Morrell off. He went there and started whipping on Benavidez, bruh. He started whipping on the Mexican monster. He fight better when he pissed off. So you bet not going there dancing against Morrell. Real talk. Hannibal said Benavidez gonna fight Opatia or Zordu. Okay. Yeah. I want to see what Subriel do, man. I want to see Subriel. Like I say, it was one of my favorite fighters to watch. Bar none. Subriel Matias, salute. Right? 2025 was a wonderful year for boxing. Like, you see all this good boxing conversation we got? Strictly boxing? It's like, yo, I hope 2026 lives up to it. What I'm looking forward to in 2026, I want to see Benavidez eventually fight either Bivol or Beterbiev. I'm looking for the return of Tank Davis. I want to see Shakur Stevenson, and I'm looking forward to Shakur Stevenson and Tio, right? I think that fight right there is going to define Shakur Stevenson as a fighter, or it's going to solidify the legend of Teofimo Lopez, right? He'll officially be a giant killer if he beats Shakur Stevenson. But I got Shakur in that. I got to see what Keyshawn do on his return. I got to. That's my youngin. No matter what, it's still my youngin. I fuck with that youngin, man. Abdullah Mason, I'm looking for him to rematch Noakes. I want to see them run that back. But if not, I hope they don't just throw him in safe fights. I want to see him to continue to get challenged. Oh, I left out Crumel Moulton, my youngin. Crumel Moulton had a great year. Right? And, you know what I'm saying? Staying active, doing his thing, even though Floyd not really promoting him. He's doing his thing. And Jamal Harvey. Jamal Harvey became my favorite young fighter 2 fights in. 2 fights in, he's already my favorite young fighter. Why? Because he passing the eye test with his skills. Highly skilled young man. Highly skilled young man. I'm looking forward to seeing more of him. Jamal Harvey had a great year. Had a great coming out year. Real talk. Jake Paul did something right by signing that kid. Salute to Jake Paul for signing Jamal Harvey. Or Nikisa. Whatever one of y'all signed Jamal Harvey, salute. Yeah, champion. Yeah, he got a lot of people's attention on that. And salute to Jake Paul for putting him on the undercard so we could see he actually got a winner. Or he finally signed somebody that can really fucking box on the male side. You know? Yeah, Jerry Weston, Noakes and Mason need to run that back. They got to run that back, in my opinion, but I don't think they're going to do it. But they should, though. They should definitely run that back. Yo, Kane said, we ever going to see Keith Thurman again? I don't know, man. Like, PBC been trying to do stuff with him since but I think Keith Thurman is an afterthought at this point, man. I think he got lucky by Fundora fight not happening. He got lucky on that. I don't care if Keith Thurman fights again, bro. Honestly. Hannibal. I hope Tank does come back. I think he will come back. He said he ain't fighting Gary Antoine Russell. I don't think he'll fight Gary Antoine Russell, even though that'd be a good fight. And I got Tank in that. I think that'll be a good fight. I'm thinking Tank coming back to a Pitbull rematch. And I don't think Floyd gonna let him get the Manny fight. Floyd gonna block on that. Floyd is gonna try to block that Manny fight. Floyd will come out of retirement to fight Manny Pacquiao so Tank can't fight him. That might be a mistake on Floyd's part, though. Manny been active as fuck. Manny been fighting them young bulls. Manny been active as fuck and fighting young bulls. I think Floyd need to leave that nigga alone, honestly. 50-0 mean too much to Floyd. And that number 50 was got an asterisk beside it. Because that was Conor McGregor, Slim. You ain't fight a real fighter for number 50, nigga. Floyd Mayweather, you the greatest fighter of all time, in my opinion, right? Fight number 50 is some bullshit. Conor McGregor, nigga, come on, man. Come on, man. Uh-huh. Sam is saying Devin, the 147 king. We only had one fight, 47. We need more. Hold on. Hey, let me know if my sound quality go down because I'm about to charge up my phone real quick. Hold on. Yo, how I sound in the chat? Did the quality go down? Did the quality go down? Let me know in the chat. What the sound like? I know sometimes the sound quality go down when I switch the mic out. It's loud. All right, I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with that. Champion salute, man. That's what's up, man. All right, cool. Jerry Weston say it sound better now. Hilarious. Okay. Yeah. Floyd fight me. Floyd should have fought Adrian Broner, bro. But he petty like that. I still say give AB a fight, man. Give AB a fight, man. AB was good for boxing, man. Bad for himself, but good for boxing, man. I fuck with AB. That's maybe because I got Ohio in my blood. On my dad's side. So you know what I'm saying? Part of me is Ohio. So I fuck with AB. And it remind me of my cousins, honestly. And it remind me of my cousins, bro. Out of Cincinnati. Like he kind of do. Neek the man say Tank will lose to Shakur. He needs a tune up. Big Scope, what's good? Yeah, if I'm Tank, I'm doing a couple of fights before I just jump in there with Shakur Stevenson too. But the issue with that is Shakur is steadily getting more reps in. Like Shakur getting better and Tank over 30. Yeah, Jerry Weston, AB was very talented, and he's definitely finished now, right? But think about it. You Floyd Mayweather Jr. It's a money fight, and it's pretty much a safe fight. He'll beat AB at this point. It ain't even a threat. I mean, he says he's in the robbing the bank now, right? If you're in the robbing the bank and you fighting Manny Pacquiao, Manny been active, bro. Manny has been active. SMF DM. Yeah, man. Bud is definitely the coldest in the game. I feel we got robbed of the Terrence Crawford era. We should have been had the past 10 years should have been the Terrence Crawford era. He should have been the biggest name in boxing. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Big Scope, what's the deal? We talking about Tank the face of boxing or what? I mean, we talked about Tank had showed integrity this year, and it should have been a big L for Tank in 2025. But because of the integrity he showed with Jake Paul, he actually struck a win for boxing. He put all eyes on Jake Paul's bullshit, backed Jake Paul into a corner, and forced him to have to take a real boxing match. No exhibition. Netflix was not going to allow Jake Paul to end 2025 on an exhibition. Netflix, why was the Joshua fight in December? That was because of Netflix, y'all. Netflix was like, nah, nigga, you promised us a big fight this fucking year. We are not waiting until next year. You stop the Tank fight. And if you don't give us a big fight, you voided the contract. If we don't get a big fight in 2025, you voided the contract. He had to fight AJ. And AJ, Turkey and Eddie Hearn were not going to let AJ sign on for exhibition. He's a money train. You're not signing. AJ is not signing for no exhibitions, man. So that means no script. And it's dangerous. It's hot right now in these streets. The feds are watching sports. Ask the NBA about it. The feds are watching sports. So if you sign up for a real fight, it's gonna have to be a real fight. Or somebody's about to get some paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Somebody about to get some paperwork if it ain't a real fight. Maybe an exhibition, but if it's a sanctioned real fight, nigga, you better not be handing out no scripts. India or not, you better not be handing out no scripts. Big Skull say Turkey dying out. He's not about to keep funding these guys. Yeah, he's about to start only funding big fights. There'll be no more record paydays to fight electricians. If y'all remember, man, like I told y'all this 2 years ago. When I told y'all, I was like, what happens? What happens when you got these billionaire philanthropists just throwing money at people, right? And not getting a return on their investment? Diddy parties start to happen, right? And if not Diddy parties, you got to do extra to get the money. Niggas gonna be doing the Soul Train line on the way to the ring and shit. You know what I'm saying? Give us some dancing with that, man. Y'all, you dance, don't you? Right? Give us some dancing to the ring and shit, man. Give us a band or something, man. Giving you too much money. I'm not making no money back on this shit. Real talk. It's kind of like, yeah, that's why you don't want these rich guys just tossing money and getting no return on their investment. It gets weird after that, right? Or the money faucet cuts off. Either way. Yo, salute to Dr. Dreadlock, man. Appreciate the clutch. Real talk. Big Skull say Shakur and Tio will be a snooze fest. I gotta be in a good fight. I don't know why I see it being a good fight. The only way it's a snooze fest if Shakur runs. But if Shakur runs, he's gonna lose the fight on the cards, bro. If Shakur Stevenson runs like a bitch, he's gonna if he pulls another Edwin De Los Santos, he's gonna lose that fight on the cards, bro. He's gonna have to do what Devin Haney did to Brian Norman Jr. But guess what? Teofimo Lopez ain't no Brian Norman Jr., Slim. Teofimo Lopez ain't no Brian Norman Jr. Teofimo Lopez can fight, bro. So that's why I gotta be in a good fight. Dr. Dreadlock, you already know, man. I'm gonna keep bringing the content, man. Yo, Raymond saying Shakur gonna run. Well, if he gonna run, he gonna lose. Turkey is not gonna let him run and win. You gotta do like Devin Haney didn't run. He fought. He fought. You're gonna have to fight. Like Shakur against Zepeda. He knew he couldn't run and win that fight. So he stood in the pocket, but he knew Zepeda couldn't hurt him until Zepeda hurt him. You know what I'm saying? He almost knocked him out. Yeah, real talk. He almost knocked him out. Yo, Shakur Stevenson's daughter with the quote of 2025. The best quote of 2025, bar none. Champion one say, I got T.O., I'm from Brooklyn. All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. Jerry Watson, T.O. will beat Shakur. See, this is why it's a good fight, because now Shakur is fighting somebody who can legitimately beat him. Salute to Shakur for stepping up. The one thing Shakur got in his favor, he got Terrence Crawford prepping him for the fight. That's a good thing to have. But one thing T.O. got in his favor, he got Turkey Al-Sheikh putting up the fight. So it ain't gonna be no running. If you run, you're gonna be doing T.O. a favor. You giving away the fight. It's real, Joaquin. That's real, Joaquin. There will be no more Tom and Jerry fights where one fighter is chasing the other. Turkey ain't going for that shit, bro. Big Skull. No one but Tank is worth 20 million paydays. That's why these guys don't want to deal with the black man promotion. Haha. Leonard Ellaby, Ben said, we will pay you how you weigh. Yeah, PBC. But you understand, PBC is also Floyd Mayweather. So they've been kind of sabotaging Tank since he came home from jail. Real talk. It's some fights Tank should have had that they underbid on. Because I feel like they finessed Amazon, allegedly, in my opinion, what it looked like to me. It's PBC been doing a lot of fuck shit since Errol Spence got his ass whipped. Just keeping it a bean. Just keeping it a bean. But I understand why they doing it. They doing it to survive. Like, look at Top Rank. After Keyshawn crashed out, the reason Bob Arum was so mad, because Top Rank ain't got no TV deal. They were riding on Keyshawn. He crashed out. Fucked them up. They ain't put on no events after that, because they were fucked. Keyshawn fucked them up financially with that crash out. That's why Bob Arum was so mad at Keyshawn Davis, bro. Like, bro, we ain't got no TV deal. and you the only thing we got, and we giving you the spotlight. You gonna do this dumb shit? You gonna jump niggas in the locker room because he lost? What the fuck wrong with you? You gonna cause a fucking riot? Right? Got babies out here in the middle of a riot? Nigga, what the fuck? Oh, that's right. Something is wrong with you. Damn, man. Man, fuck you, man. It's Bob Arum talking. Man, fuck this guy, man. That's Bob Arum talking. Right? He calls Bob Arum a bag. Bob Arum trying to keep Top Rank alive. Right? So that's the type of shit PBC dealing with. That's why they couldn't let Tank lose. PBC couldn't afford to let Lamont Roach beat Tank, even though he beat Tank. PBC is like, hell no, that ref know what's up. That cross-eyed fool know what's up. He better stop counting. Nigga, you better not count that as a knockdown. Fuck that, Tank ain't losing some. Fuck you talking about? He all we got. He all we got. Canelo left. He ain't gonna fight Benavidez. Earl Spence got his ass whipped. You gonna let Tank lose to Lamont Roach? Man, your car about to blow up. Allegedly. Which is a joke, right? But something gonna happen bad to this referee, right? Counts that knockdown. He may not ever be refereeing again. Real talk. Yeah, Kane, that's real. Like they want to see Tank, but they can't. Real talk. Big Skull said that's why Tank said I'm not helping that side. Shakur or Devin never have high live gates. They did that on their own merits. Yeah, I mean, like, you're right. In order for them, you see what Tank does to unknown fighters. Imagine a fighter with a little bit of buzz. If Tank fights Shakur and Shakur don't get knocked out, Shakur now becomes the star he's looking to become. Shakur knows that. I got Tank knocking him out though. But if he's able to survive Tank and not get knocked out, his name grows, right? Same with Devin Haney. The same thing with Devin Haney. Tank helps them big time by fighting them. Big time. And that's why he don't want to do it. That's why he ducking. He's ducking Shakur Stevenson, bro. Tank is obviously ducking Shakur Stevenson, bro. The Tank fans hate to hear me say that. But I keep it real on so many levels that they gotta respect it. Cause it's like, yo, I mean, that's what it look like to me. Niggas ducking Shakur. It ain't because he's scared. It's because he knows it's gonna raise Shakur's money level and celebrity level. You don't believe me? Look at Lamont Roach. Look at Lamont Roach. Right? Look at Pitbull Cruz. Look at Mario Barrios. Look at Frank Martin, right? None of these niggas are Shakur Stevenson. So if he did that for them niggas, imagine what he does for Shakur Stevenson. Tank know that. That's why he ducking him. It has nothing to do with fear of losing. It has to do with I don't fuck with you and I'm not gonna make you big. Damian Brown, fat Tank don't give a fuck about no legacy, bro. You talk to Tank about legacy, Tank gonna be like, who that? You talking about Shorty at the strip club? Y'all smashed her last week. Yeah, legacy, she all right. She all right. Just the cat was kind of mid, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, she all right. Legacy, right? That's a you talk to Tank about legacy, you think you talking about a stripper. Tank don't give a damn about legacy. Talk to Tank about a bag. Champion facts. He definitely not scared of pillow fists like Core. With the hand grip of a of a high school kid. I'm telling you, it's not that. It's just that he don't want Shakur to go to the next level. That's all it is, bro. He don't want Shakur to go to the next level. But that's ducking though. That's still ducking. Like I'm gonna call it what it is. It's definitely ducking. Clifton Dennis. Tank sells fights, Devin wins them, huh? Devin got some unfinished business though, Clifton Dennis. His daddy fucked him up against Ryan Garcia. He got some unfinished business. Him and Mickey Bay got to run that back now. He got to run that back with Mick. Right? Tell Bill, listen, Bill, Bill, just calm down. We're gonna let you get the credit. But just stay over there, man. Be Boondini Brown. Life is good. Salute to Life is Good for giving me that one. Yo, go over there and be Boondini Brown real quick. Me and Dave about to get in some work. You know what I'm saying? We about to teach him what Floyd Mayweather Jr. taught us. I mean, Floyd Mayweather Sr. taught us, right? We a part of that. We a part of that. We a part of the Shaolin Temple of Boxing. You not, Bill. You not. Just go over there and chill. We're going to let you get the credit. But let us do this thing, right? You got this boy beat by Ryan Garcia, a man with one punch, right? We students of Floyd Mayweather Sr. You got him beat by Ryan Garcia, right? How that sound? Go sit down, Bill. Bill, go sit your old ass down. Real talk, though. That's how they should be carrying that shit. Bill, go sit your old ass down. You got this boy beat up by Ryan Garcia. Facts. Facts. Fuck Osterine. He should have beat him with Osterine. Devin Haney should have beat Ryan Garcia, even if Ryan Garcia was on anabolic steroids, shooting up like Ivan Drago every day. Devin Haney was supposed to beat Ryan Garcia. But Devin Haney follows the game plan. That's how he get down. Devin Haney strictly follows. He's like a computer. He fights how you program him. Big Sco says here, Debo Dev ain't nothing to fear. You'll fight him in the streets. Hilarious. Couldn't drop the carnival worker. That's for damn sure. Big Sco in that boxing ring, Dev would give you that work. Dev like that. Floyd Mayweather Sr. don't be stamping like scrubs and bums and nobodies. If you get the Floyd Mayweather Sr. seal of approval, you can fight. That he doesn't loosely hand that out. SFM, and we got two-step in the ring, Tank and Bud. Everyone after that gotta wait their turn for real, for real. Clifton Dennis. What happened to Ryan? What happened with Ryan? You talking about go wait they turn. Yeah. Oh, you talking to SFM? Okay. But Clifton Dennis, you know I'm keeping it 100 on that though. Bill Haney got your boy beat up, bro. He was supposed to beat Ryan Garcia, even if Ryan Garcia was on some actual steroids, not even Osterine. If Ryan Garcia was injecting anabolic steroids, Devin Haney was still supposed to beat him, bro. And I got something else for you. Devin Haney had the size and the length on Lomachenko because of Bill Haney. That fight was harder than it should have been. The Lomachenko fight was harder than it should have been for Devin Haney. And I still think Lomachenko won. And not because Devin Haney is less skilled, because Bill Haney is a horrible game planner and an even worse trainer. Got his boy beat up on the biggest fights of his career. Damian Brown, Shakur taking over after Bud. Mark my words. You heard it here first. Shakur, like he's supposed to. If Shakur had done the Tank fight, he already would have been probably took over if he ain't getting knocked out. I got him getting knocked out though. But another place Shakur fucked up. He should have fought Devin Haney when Devin Haney offered him undisputed for 25%. You take that fight, Slim. Had Shakur Stevenson become undisputed champion at 135, all the problems he's having now would no longer be here. Wouldn't even have ever showed up. He should have taken the 25%, bro. He would have beat Devin Haney. Bill Haney was training him. You would have beat Devin Haney. Mickey Bay was gone. Shakur, you would have beat Devin Haney and been undisputed champion. Kane saying Bill trying to live vicariously through his son. Juice in my cup. Cool, no, he can't beat Dev. Juice in my cup. Listen to what I'm telling you. When Bill Haney was training Devin Haney and Mickey Bay was gone, right? They offered Shakur Stevenson 25% for undisputed. If that was the case and Mickey wasn't there, look at the Lomachenko fight, look at the Garcia fight. If Bill was game planning for Shakur Stevenson, Dev getting beat the fuck up, Slim. If Bill Haney is laying the game plan for Shakur Stevenson, there's nothing good gonna happen for Devin Haney. He's getting beat the fuck up. Guaranteed. Bill lucky as hell Shakur froze up. Clifton Dennis, where do I find this mythical fight you speak of? I mean, what are you talking about? Which mythical fight? Which one? Holla at me. Damian Brown, salute for keeping it real. Say, yeah, he messed up, but he's still taking over. I mean, Shakur problem ain't in the boxing ring. His problem is outside the boxing ring. He can't sell a fight. Shakur Stevenson can't sell a fight, bro. And like his boy can though. His boy Keyshawn Davis can. He just don't got it all. He just got screws loose and he fucked up his big opportunity. Top Rank was gonna put all their chips on Keyshawn Davis and he couldn't handle the pressure. Trot's Ring Side View says Bob said 25% was not real. Okay. So you say Dev was capped. I believe the 25% was real, man. I believe Dev. I believe Dev on that. Juice in my cup. Say I doubt that, Scoot. I don't think Cool would have beat Loma around the time Loma fought Dev. Loma would have been a tougher fight, but I think I'm telling you, the reason I feel Cool beats Devin at that time is because Mickey Bay wasn't there. Mickey Bay. The Loma fight was harder than it should have been for Dev. The Ryan fight was a disgrace for Devin Haney. That was Bill Haney at his worst as a trainer. So I think Shakur beats that version. It's kind of fucked up now. Everybody want Loma. Loma's done with the game. Loma does care about legacy. He like the opposite of Tank when it comes to that. Loma gives a fuck about legacy. He does. It means something to him. Kane saying, what's your opinion on Anyway versus Bam? I got Bam in that. I got Bam over Anyway. Bam is a far superior boxer as far as skill. Bam got that dog. Anyway got that dog too. But I'm just questioning, like he lost a lot of power when they checked his hand wraps. Anyway's best chance is having that fight in Japan. But Bam, people ain't gonna allow that. Yeah, juice in my cup. Loma was definitely not no slouch, bro. Oh, Clifton Dennis, you hilarious. Clifton Dennis, you're hilarious. This nigga say, I don't know what fight you talking about because I went on Box Rec. I don't see Garcia versus Devin Haney. Okay. Okay, you're hilarious, my guy. I love that one. I love that one. That's cool. The fight never happened. I got you. I got you. I got you. That's called revisionist history because we saw the fight, right? And so you down with Bill Haney. Bill Haney is trying to get Golden Boy to like erase the tapes. Bill Haney wants Golden Boy to erase the tapes. Take it down. Take the fight down. We don't want younger generations to see it because the fight should have never happened. Crazy work, man. That show you how diabolical Bill Haney is, bro. Yeah, Clifton Dennis, you hilarious with that one, my guy. Hilarious. The fight never happened, right? We saw the fight, Clifton Dennis. Clifton Dennis, we saw the motherfucking fight, Slim. You can't, you can erase the history books, but you can't erase our minds, bro. Big Sco say if Devin was real, he would go to PBC and say he want to fight Tank. You know what, Big Sco? I like that point because he went to Top Rank, didn't he? He went to Top Rank, didn't he? Yeah, he sure enough did and took 23%. He got screwed over at Top Rank. He did it for legacy. He did it to get the belts. So if you that confident, you could beat Tank, right? Go do the same thing for PBC. Help out the black company, right? Of course he'll never do that because that'd be stupid. That would be stupid, right? Bill Haney is a lot of things, but he is not a stupid man. Real talk. Bill Haney never does that for to fight Tank. Damian Brown, every 420, I spark up to watch Devin get smoked by Garcia. It's tradition, hilarious. Yeah, the fact they had it on 422, people is like, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. But yeah, that was a damn good fight. That was Ryan Garcia's best fight. Yeah, Dr. Dreadlock, Clifton Dennis rocking it with the Mandela effect. Right? So yeah, Clifton Dennis about to start doing videos. There was a mythical fight, but we can't seem to find it. It happened on an alternative timeline. It happened in an alternative dimension. Juice in my cup. Patience is the key to beating Tank. Yeah. Trots. Bill been trying to flex on Calvin. That's why I fuck with Calvin, man. Like for real, when it come to that, because Calvin is a more like solid dude. But Bill is a shyster, a snake, a con man, a finesser, a pimp, a scammer. Calvin is a stand-up guy. Real talk. Boxing with 2-4, what's good? So you seen Brian Norman Sr. crashing out earlier on Mill City? I got to see that. I ain't seen it. He got. I mean, I know Mills watched the show. I wonder if Mills asked him what I've been saying. Like maybe it's time to step aside. Let your son get another trainer. Cause that was apparent. It was apparent, bro. Like for real, if he loved his son, he would step aside and get his son a better trainer. Cause Younger only 23 years old. He got all the potential in the world, bro. He still got a lot of potential. He just need to get with a trainer that can work with his style of fighting. And y'all heard me say it before. I believe that trainer is Derrick James. Derrick James works with those straightforward type of fighters who started boxing late. Look at Frank Martin. Well, not Errol Spence did start kind of late, but he was an Olympian. Look at Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? I think Deontay Wilder should have hooked up with Derrick James. Honestly. Real talk. Big Scope. Dev ain't never going to PBC. I don't think Bill Haney and Al Heyman Bill Haney and Al Heyman won't get along, and Bill Haney and Floyd Mayweather definitely will not get along. Hey, Kinetic, what's good? He say think Kenny Porter would be a good trainer for him. Yeah, Clifton Dennis. Bill is definitely slimy, bro. Bill's definitely slimy, but he's a great promoter. He's a great promoter and a wonderful businessman. But you got to be a shark in business, right? Calvin is more of a man of the people, just a stand-up guy. Kane, yeah, T.O. can definitely win. I just don't think he will, but he definitely has a chance. I think it's going to be Shakur's toughest fight by far. Damian Brown, though, none of them got money right now. Top Rank ain't got no money either. PBC said PBC don't got no money. PBC don't got no money or Top Rank. PBC ran out of money because Errol Spence got beat up, and their master plan got blown to shit by this guy. This guy blew up their master plan. Yeah, Big Skull. I love how Calvin rolled too. Solid dude, man. Clifton Dennis say Mills not gonna say that. Mills will. It depend on how Mills feel about you. You see, he be going at Bill Haney. Mills be going at Bill Haney. And Mills was kind of asking Mickey Bay the tough questions. Even though he wasn't going hard with it, he was still throwing them out there. Damian Brown, yeah, so Tank need to take that turkey money and fight Shakur. I agree. Life is good. What's good, King? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, man, real talk. If I was advising Tank, I'd advise him to take that turkey bag, Slim. I don't know what the fuck you doing. You take that turkey bag. Kane say Spence put it all on the line, like putting everything on the line without even beating Crawford. Yep, shit crazy. He did, bro. He believed in himself. He pushed all his chips on the table. He bet on himself, and he lost big. But it not only cost him, it damaged the PBC. It damaged the PBC big time. Because you got to look at what Terrence Crawford did to the PBC. They had Errol Spence, who was a superstar at the time. They had Canelo Alvarez, who was a major superstar. And they had Gervonta Tank Davis, another superstar. Like they had David Benavidez, right, on the come up, right? And the plan was to throw Errol Spence in there with Keith Thurman, beat Keith Thurman's ass, then fight Canelo Alvarez in a stadium in Texas. My man fucked all that up. But it wasn't him. Errol Spence is the one that fucked that up. Errol Spence insisted on that fight. And guess what? Floyd Mayweather and Al Heyman stopped fucking with him after that. Didn't pay him all his money and said, fuck you, nigga. Fuck you. Pay for your own eye surgery. And fuck you, man. Like, they was pissed at this dude. They probably still are pissed at this dude. Because you got to look at it like, the way they look at it like, yo, we in business to make money, and we trying to set you up for a Canelo Alvarez fight, and you want to fight Terrence Crawford, a dude that we don't think you can beat. But Errol Spence is such a G. He's like, oh, y'all don't think I can beat him? Now I'm motivated. I can beat him. I could beat him. You went and gave your own money to this nigga. So they said, all right, nigga, you giving your money to this nigga so he can come beat you up and fuck up our business? Nigga, fuck you, man. That's Floyd Mayweather and Al Heyman, man. Fuck this dumbass nigga, man. They can't stand Errol Spence right now, bruh. Look at the state of the PBC. They had to rob Lamont Roach to keep it going. The Charlos, too. The Charlos were just afterthoughts, man, because they not major stars. They just good talents in the game, right? But can you imagine that? Going from Errol Spence, Canelo Alvarez, Tank Davis, and David Benavidez, and got the Charlos in the back to not having no money? Fuck that all up, bro. Fuck that whole plan up. Yeah, man. They don't fuck with Errol Spence, bro. Clifton Dennis, PBC should have adopted Bud. Bud not their type of guy. Bud is not their type of guy. They should have. Like, the only way they coming to Bud was only going to fuck with them if they respected him more than they respected Errol Spence. Errol Spence was making them way too much money. Bud wasn't that type of guy. Bud was never going to play the background of Errol Spence. Wasn't going to do it. So what did they try to do? They tried to freeze him out. And once they did that, he took it personal, as he should. That's why he's a great fighter. Once they froze Bud out, Bud said, fuck all y'all niggas. Y'all better not ever let me in y'all house. I'm fucking shit up. Kane, unpopular opinion. I still want to see Keith Thurman come back and bang it out with Crawford. Crawford, that fight ain't big enough for Crawford, bro. Damian Brown, like Bud can't be adopted. He a wild wolf. The only way he would have been loyal to PBC is if they would have invested in him like they invested in Errol Spence. Wasn't gonna happen. Wasn't gonna happen. Errol Spence was too big of a star. He had the Mayweather seal of approval. Like the whole thing about him going on the Breakfast Club saying he beat up Floyd Mayweather in sparring, Olympic medalist, right? Big in the Mexican market, down there in Texas too. They just selling out Texas Stadium where the Cowboys play. Errol Spence was a major superstar, bro. Can you imagine? Him versus Canelo Alvarez would have been way bigger than Bud Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez. It would have been a super mega fight. And Canelo Alvarez would have won that fight. Clifton Dennis, we got to make sure history knows Errol Spence did the right thing. Errol Spence did do the right thing. He old school. He old school built. You know what I'm saying? That they don't make him like Errol Spence no more. And as far as honor goes, samurai code, like integrity in the sport of boxing, he did the right thing by insisting on fighting Terrence Crawford. Business-wise, though, major bag fumble. Major bag fumble. Oh, life is good. Yeah, I talked about that, man. We had a moment of silence for AJ, for his homies. We discussed the conspiracy theories. Like, I don't believe it's a conspiracy theory, especially Illuminati, because, you know, like Illuminati ain't coming for your homies. They're coming for your family. So, yeah, the Illuminati wants that sacrifice to hurt. And, like, third world people can't drive. They can't drive in the third world. How many times y'all hear about your homies that went to Jamaica, right? You got the Rasta man driving them through the hills, smoking a spliff and holding a Guinness, right? Got the Guinness on this side, because you know they drive on the wrong side of the road and shit. Got the Guinness on this side, got the spliff hanging out his mouth. They speeding up the hill, just edging off a cliff and shit. Full speed, going like 80 miles an hour. It's no fucking rail when you on a cliff. Like, them niggas can't drive, bro. Like, real talk, man. Like, I was in Morocco, man. The third world niggas can't drive, yo. They can't. I'm sorry, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. Keep it real, man. It's total madness. Like, when I was in Morocco, I was on a motor scooter. Cause I wanted to get the fuck out their way. There was no way I was driving a car. I had a driver. Hey, Connect, let them know, man. Like, them motherfuckers can't drive, bro. Motherfuckers can't drive. Go look up at the accident rate in these third world countries. High as hell. High as hell. Deaths on the road are a common thing. So I don't think it was a conspiracy. I think he had a third world driver. Johnson Island. I would love to see Keyshawn fight Devin Haney, man. That'd be a lit fight. Both of them niggas would do it too. Both of them niggas would do it too. Damian Brown say, Scoot, if you was in New York, you would have known about the Jamaican dollar van, the dollar van drivers. they could drive too. Yeah. Rudy Solomon, boy, come on, boy. Jamaica is the third world, nigga. Cut the bullshit. Jamaica is the third world. They stepping up. They stepping up. If not the third world, it a 2.8 world, nigga. Jamaica's the third world. You can't leave the resort, man. You can't leave the resort, especially in Kingston. You can't leave the resort, man. Yo, tell me like I don't know Jamaica, man. I know New York too. I know it be the deportee boys. It be the ones that get deported from America that go back to Jamaica and be running amok, right? Cutting down trees and throwing shit in the middle of the road and robbing the tour bus. That type of shit. Come on, man. Let's keep it real, bro. Jamaica wild as shit, bro. If you ain't in like Beverly Hills right? Or on a resort or something where you got the military. You need the military, nigga. I ain't talking about the police. Nigga, them niggas don't respect the police in Jamaica. They'll shoot up the police station. You want security in Jamaica, you need the army, nigga. You want the niggas with the AR-15s, right? That's zooted and booted, fatigued down. That's when you know you got some safety. If you see a police officer, you ain't safe. That motherfucker gonna try to rob you. Come on, man, let's keep it real, bro. Let's keep it real, bro. Cops pull you over in Jamaica, they looking for a handout. Just pay them to go away. Come on, man. It's not the third world. Come on, man. Keep it real. Come on, man. You know I'm telling the truth, fam. My closest homies is Jamaican. Kane say, Scoot, as of right now, can Floyd still dismantle an active Crawford? Hell no. Right now, Floyd been inactive for way too long, bro. Terrence Crawford hurts Floyd Mayweather. Bad. If we talking today, you want to talk with him, we got to talk fantasy fights, prime for prime. We talking today, that's crazy talk. Yeah, life is good. See, my brother-in-law's from Kingston. He was with the bullshit when I was a kid. Kingston wild, bro. Kingston wild. Just try walking around Kingston through the hood by yourself, just on like you a tourist and shit. Watch how that work out. Yeah, Damian Brown, learn about the politicians in Jamaica. Gangsters with Uzis get them elected. Facts. That's another thing. You don't want to go to Jamaica during election season. They tell you, don't come to Jamaica. It's an election year. It's an election year. Niggas, it's wilding the fuck out. It's not the third world. Come on, son. Come on, man. I know better. I know better. Come on, man. I know better. My best friend growing up, Dean, straight out of Kingston, right? Next door neighbor was my closest homie. Real talk. I watched Dean get popped. You know what I'm saying? His little brother, Rick, my homie, right? I know Jamaica, bro. I know Jamaica. I know Jamaica so well. I tell you, Dean wasn't even Dean's real name. Jamaicans keep another name just in case the police is looking for the nigga. They got their government, then they got their other name. Come on, man. I know Jamaica, bro. One of my closest homies right now, Wayne. Barber John, what they call him. You know what I'm saying? Straight out of Jamaica, man. Montego Bay. Accent, still got the thick accent. That nigga get mad. Most people won't even understand what the fuck he talking about. Real talk. Yep, Dirk. Yeah, they tried to smoke Bob Marley. They tried to take him out. His music was too powerful. Yeah, real talk. Rocking the jewelry. You gotta be a gangster to rock jewelry in Kingston, bro. You better be. Life is good. 145th in Edgecombe in New York. In the 80s, there was a third world country. Yeah, New York in the 80s in general was a third world. That's back when you had the landlords burning down the buildings and shit. Kids just playing in the middle of the street. Shit looked like a wasteland. No, Jamaica is not like, it's not like, you just gotta watch where you go. You need a driver. You definitely need to hire a driver, or you need to be kicking it with people that live there and that could put the stamp on you. Like, yo, he with me, man. I'm good. Or allow him, man. Allow him. Right? You need that type of stamp on you. Going to Jamaica, like just going to the hood in LA. You need a stamp on you, right? Who you with? He with me, right? You need somebody who's respected to stamp you, even if it's a driver that you hire. That's if you want to leave the resort or just stay on the resort, which they encourage you to do. Yeah, but we got on that because we was talking about Anthony Joshua, and that was in Nigeria. I never been in Nigeria, but I heard that was wild too. Nigeria is a wild ass country, bro. And one thing all these places have in common, these niggas can't drive. That's the one thing all these third world countries got in common. None of these niggas could drive, bro. So to answer your question, I don't think that was a conspiracy. Yeah, Damian Brown. If you ain't got family in Jamaica, man, you lost in the sauce. Because everybody gonna be hustling you. Everybody gonna be coming up on you. Yo, niggas is gonna run up and just throw like an ounce of weed in your hand, your whole lot, right? And then run away, right? And then come back to you later for the money. You know what I'm saying? Because they watching you. They watching you. If you ain't stamped, you marked. Come on, man. All the Jamaicans in the room know I know what I'm talking about. That's the thing. Like my man Solomon tried to hit me with the we ain't third world. Then I started telling him about himself. He like, man, all right, I'm gonna leave this nigga alone. This nigga know too much. This nigga know too much. You know too bumba-clad much, man. You talk too much, boy. You keep too much company, man. Yo, you chat too much, man. I chat too much, man. Yo, because I know the truth, nigga. To rude boy rise clad. The bumba rise clad. Yo, Derek said the richest black people in the world are in Nigeria, but the people are starving. What that sound like, right? Wherever you have extreme wealth, you have extreme poverty, right? And you just get like a few people with all the money. What that tell you? This motherfucker's stealing all the money from the country, right? It'll be smarter for him to reinvest in the country. How you the richest black man in the world, but everybody around you is starving? That's a bad look, my guy. That's like the parent who dressed to the nines, right? And their kids all look like trash. The kids is all wearing hand-me-downs and shit. But you got on like jewelry and shit, and I'm saying the Gucci and all this shit. Got the fresh kicks on, like you drippy than a motherfucker. But all your kids is wearing hand-me-downs. That's not a good look. You don't look good when I was like, if you look like a don and all your kids look like trash, you don't look like you a good person, Slim. WMS Selassie style. Selassie at the first. Kane said, what do you think about Usyk and his country being at war? Motherfucking crazy. Yeah, war zones are something else. War zones are something else. A lot of crazy shit happen in war zones. My shop used to be near Walter Reed, yo. So I used to cut the soldiers when they come home. Them niggas is different. They come back different. They done seen some shit. Yo, salute to everybody that defends the country. Even if the country is defending poppy fields, right? Salute to all the veterans who like went out there and risked their sanity, their life, their health, right? In defense of the country, even if the country is defending poppy fields, right? I got respect for all them brothers. Thanks for your service, right? Yo, real talk. Thanks for your service. Respect to every vet. Salute. I respect what y'all niggas do, man. I sure as hell do. Yeah, life is good. Usyk versus Wilder. I got Usyk in that. Damian Brown said Jamaicans started dreads. No, they did it, man. Stop, man. Jamaicans started Rastafarianism. Black people was rocking dreads all over the world before Rastafarianism. Look at the Mau Mau's, and you know what I'm saying. You got indigenous tribes out here that was rocking dreads because dreads is something our hair does naturally. It does it naturally. If we not combing this shit and brushing it, it's what's gonna happen. It's gonna lock up on us. Like my hair been locked so long. Like see all this right here. See all this right there. If it grows back, it's gonna grow back in dreads. It's been locked so long. It's gonna grow back twirling up on me. Juice in my cup. Wilder gets stopped. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Salute to Deontay Wilder. Also, dude that should have went to Derek James for training. Major bag fumble. Not, I mean, like, honestly, man, I don't know why PBC allowed him to rematch Tyson Fury. And if you were going to get a trainer, they should have went and tried to get, man, Derek James has a relationship with PBC. Hey, man, go on down there and holler at Derek, man. Going in there and holler at Derek. What, this nigga got a boxing glove tied to a broom? Man, get this nigga the fuck out of here, man. Go on down there and holler at Derek, man. Fuck out of here, what you doing, man? This nigga got a boxing glove tied to a broomstick, nigga. You're fired. You're fired. Real talk, man. Come on, man. Yeah, life is good. Samson had locks. He had 7. Had 7. Real talk. Yeah, I think that's just a style of the original man. We've had it all over the world. Yeah, we rocking out here today, baby. Johnson Island, Ohio State about to whip Miami. Man, I don't even watch football, my nigga. Damian Brown. Wilder thought he was too good for Mayweather training. Wilder one of them niggas you can't really talk to when he get his mind made up. You can't tell him nothing. He one of them type of niggas. Real headstrong. You can't really tell him nothing, bro. Is what it is. But if he had somebody he respected guide him in the right direction, like toward Derek James, and not rematching Tyson Fury immediately, shit would have ended up different. Johnson Island, Ohio State beating Miami like Tank did Leo Santa Cruz. Hilarious. Tank was losing that fight. Remember that. Tank was losing that fight. Leo Santa Cruz was getting out on him. Remember that shit? If Davis thought Santa Cruz was gonna fold, oh my. If Davis thought Santa Cruz was gonna fold, oh my. Remember that classic, bro? That's like boxing lore right there. Boom. Kane say, do you think that suit in the second fight would weigh too much? Wilder was like that. That shit made me love. Oh yeah, you talking about that shit? Yeah. What the fuck was that shit, bro? I don't think it was the suit. I think it was a combination of things though. I think his head got too big. He just wouldn't listen no more, bro. I think he was a victim of his own ego. I think once that really starts to happen, i.e. Hollywood Tank, nothing good's gonna come to you. Nothing good's gonna come to you. I think he didn't have the right team as far as game planning. And I think the suit might have added to it, like straining his legs or whatever. It was a lot to it that he didn't do right. And he didn't go in there properly, and he didn't have the right team. Yeah, Derek Lewis told Wilder, you got to be more than just a power puncher. I mean, he had a 1-2. He had a 1-2. He was an athlete, but he was throwing wild punches, but God gifted him with a right hand from hell. And it's like he never went to the right trainer to get the most out of what he had, bro. He never went to the right person to get the most out of what he had. And I still think that person was Derek James. Works perfectly with his style. Zach Rao, ever notice how Jesus is low key hot? Yo, real talk, Johnson Allen. Jesus is king, baby. Jesus is king, baby. Yeah. The real Jesus, right? The real Yeshua, not Cicero abortion. Jesus, big king, baby. Yeah, real talk. You know what I'm saying? I got no choice but to rock with Jesus, man. I got no choice but to rock with Jesus because none of us is perfect. You know? Jesus just say, fuck with me. Jesus say, man, fuck with me. Fuck with me. Keep your heart right. You're going to be all right. I'm riding with that, brother. I'm riding with that, brother, man. To the death. To the death, baby. That's real. Jesus all day, baby. That's what I'm riding with. Real talk. Real talk. I'm not to dog anybody else's religion. I'm just telling you how I get down. How I get down, baby. Kane say, my fantasy fight is prime Roy Jones Jr. versus Terrence Crawford. Bud losing that fight. Prime Roy Jones Jr., Bud is losing that fight, Slim. Roy would be way too big for him. Roy be too big, too athletic, too strong, bro. We talking prime Roy? So we talking Roy around 68? That ain't no Canelo. Prime Roy beats the dog shit out of Canelo. Bud would not be ready for that onslaught. Prime Roy? Whoo! Bud got a better chance against B-Hop and James Toney. They couldn't fuck with Prime Roy. Yeah, Prime Roy whips Bud's ass, bro. My opinion. Yeah, Prime Roy whips his ass. That nigga was different. That nigga was way different. I think Prime Roy is the greatest fighter of all time. But since he took the L's late in his career, you got to give it to Floyd Mayweather. I can't really see no fighter in his weight class beating Prime Roy, bro. I can't see it. I can't think of the fighter that could beat a Prime Roy Jones, bro. Yeah, Kane, Prime Roy against Prime Triple G. Roy still beats that nigga, though. Roy still beats a Prime Triple G. It's a good fight. Roy whips his ass. Roy whips his ass. Yep, 901 Dre. Prime Roy is the greatest fighter I think any of us have ever seen. Facts. Damian Brown. Prime Mayweather was better than Prime Roy. Different weight classes. I give it to Roy. So if we talking boxing fundamentals, Prime Mayweather, yeah, as far as that, right? But Prime Roy was athletically gifted, right? As far as boxing fundamentals go, he was a cheat code because he didn't need to do a lot of that shit. And we saw that once his athleticism started to go down. He started more going on the ropes. Started doing the Ali joint, man. Started doing the rope a dope, right? Because he lost his athleticism. Floyd was right about that when Floyd said that about him and Ali. But Floyd is such an asshole when he's telling the truth. But he told the truth, right? When the legs started to go, they started rope a doping. Floyd never really had the rope a dope because he had the fundamentals. He had the fundamentals down. So if we're talking that technically boxing, yeah, but I'm talking about just sheer dominance and athletic ability, Prime Roy. Crunch time, Happy New Year, King. Fact, your favorite barber, what's good, King? Happy New Year. Yeah, Damian Brown, I agree with you. Prime Roy was just more flashy, but Prime Mayweather was a smarter and more skillful fighter. True, but we talking sheer dominance. Because you know, like time always wins. Father Time's undefeated. And in boxing, the more stronger you are with the fundamentals, the better you'll go into old age with, right? Floyd Mayweather aged better than Roy Jones did because Floyd Mayweather had better fundamentals than Roy. I'm not denying that. I know boxing. I know you're right about that. Kane say, what about Prime G-Man? The only guy Roy knew was that Barbarian. I mean, Roy fought some, like Roy fought James Toney, B-Hop, like prime versions of these niggas, right? And G-Man was like that too. So, you know, niggas is like that, man. So, yeah. G-Man was like that. T.I. Riley, it also depends on body type and reflexes. Mayweather's style is not for all boxers. Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, Floyd was different. Floyd was special. But every fighter has to go with the style that best fits them and their abilities. Floyd Mayweather has the style that was best for his abilities. Right? Everybody can't do that. So what you're saying is right. It's all about and that's where the trainer comes in. The trainer's supposed to see the fighter, see what type of fighter he is, what style is best for him, and how can we get the most out of what he got. Juice in my cup, James Toney beats Bud. That'll be one hell of a fight. If we had a time machine, we was on this whole thing prime for prime, that'd be one hell of a fight. Kane, Prime G-Man versus Prime Marvin Hagler. I got Marvin. I got the marvelous one. I got the marvelous one. I got the marvelous one. Johnson Allen. Why everybody except Tank Doug Devin? Tank out here doing some ducking too though. That's my man's, but I'm gonna call it how it is. Still my man's though, but he ducking Shakur like a motherfucker. Damian Brown said that James Toney that Fort Roy Jones don't beat Bud. That was a prime James Toney, bro. That's how good Roy Jones was. Everybody ain't beating James like that, bro. And Roy did not knock James Toney out. He dropped him. He didn't knock him out. That version of James Toney that Roy Jones beat was a bad motherfucker. 901 Drake. I think Bud beats Aaron Pryor because Aaron Pryor's defense wasn't on par with it like Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford is good offensively and defensively. Juice in my cup. Tank ducking anyone that's slick and can box. Hilarious. When he was about to get the bag, he wanted to fight everybody though, right? When he thought that PBC deal, Amazon Prime deal was real. Juice in my cup. James never been knocked out. As I'm saying, he got dropped, but he never got knocked out. Roy Jones dropped him. That's how good Roy Jones was. Damian Brown, the Crawford that beat Spence, washes James Toney. But laughing emojis. I know you're not serious. James Toney not getting washed by nobody, fam. James Toney is not getting washed by nobody. Oh yeah, James Toney, yes, life is good. James Toney took Michael second to none out of the game. Can't say Prime G-Man KO's James Toney. Yeah, you're right. That's your opinion. Johnson Allen. Hagler stops Tony Ann, but Marvin Hagler's a bad motherfucker, bro. I got him being if we talking the weight class he dominated, 160, I got him over Terrence Crawford. And he got what it take to beat Tony, too. I'm not gonna argue that. Hagler was that dude. Haha, Johnson Island. He said, man, till somebody beat Tank, shut the fuck up. Hilarious. Sight Vision. What do I think of Wu-Tang Clan? One of the greatest hip hop groups ever. Wu-Tang Clan is one of the greatest hip hop groups of all time. T.I. Riley, yo, what do you think? Ernie Shavers versus Deontay Wilder? I'm taking Ernie. Bam versus Anyway, I'm taking Bam. I'm taking Bam, Johnson's Island. Kane, both of those fights was good. Hagler Hearns and Hagler John the Beast Mugabe. Great fights. Johnson Allen, Ryan might get stopped versus Barrios. I got Barrios in that too, bro. Life is good. Sorry, none of these fighters today beating James Lights Out Tony. I got Bud giving him that work. I got that being a good fight. That's a toss-up though. I wouldn't be able to call that one. But I got Bud having what it takes to at least give him a hell of a fight. Damian Brown said, man, until Tank fight a pound for pound fighter, shut the F up, huh? I mean, Tank is the bar though. Tank is the bar up there. Yeah, Pressure Chris. Yeah, Bam over anyway. Them angles, man. You right. Them angles would be a problem. Bam is a much better boxer in my opinion. T.I. Riley, Zhang versus Moses. I got Moses in that. Yeah, life is good. Ernie Shavers puts Wilder to sleep. I agree. Clifton Dennis. Haney at 47 beats them all. Hilarious. Hilarious. I know we ain't talking all time. Haney would not be able to hang with the Four Kings. He wouldn't be able to hang with the Four Kings, bro. Y'all niggas is going in at it over here on tanking them. All right, cool. T.I. Riley. Jizzle was my favorite Wu-Tang member. Then Raekwon. Jizzle was nice, man. Jizzle was fire, man. He was just too smart. He's too smart for niggas, man. And like his flow was cool, but it wasn't like Raekwon had that sick flow with his shit, man. Like you could feel like I'm gonna keep it real. Raekwon was on that ignorant shit. I loved it. I love Raekwon. Ghostface, oh my god, nigga. Come to storytelling, Ghostface was that nigga. And we know Meth. Meth was just the star of the group, you know? The cow. Yo, Meth was that nigga. That's the greatest, yo, man. And then you had the other niggas who never really came out. You know what I'm saying? Like Killer Priest and them. And yo, what was my other man's name, man? He had a platinum album too. What was my nigga name, man? That Jizza out Liquid Swords was fire, by the way. But I think too it was because of the features. What was my man's name though, man? It was another dude, man. I don't know why. They had so many members, man. It was another nigga they had. It was fire in that group. Wu-Tang with them niggas, man. Wu-Tang was them niggas. Yeah, Ghostface was that nigga, bro. Johnson Allen, Abdullah and Devin could be anybody at 47. Abdullah got to get there first. Johnson Allen said Shakur low-key scared of 47. We will soon see. It's dangerous territory up there. I think we got to see how he handles T.O. Yeah, T.I. Riley, Wu-Tang had all when it come to rapping, they had a bag full of flavors. And the RZA's production, his beats, fire. Fire. And as a kung fu movie fan, I love them clips and them skits they put from them old movies in there. Yeah, Big Skull Tank versus Twan is a fire-ass fight. I love to see that. My man, T.I. Riley, Inspector Deck. Inspector Deck was official. Inspector Deck was official. Leon Usyk versus AJ. I got Usyk in that. I don't think there's no heavyweight today that handles Usyk. Yeah, Big Skull. Inspector Deck was a beast, my nigga. Inspector Deck was a beast. Yeah, 140 is definitely lit, Damian Brown. Johnson Allen, Usyk versus Benavidez. I'm taking Usyk in that. I'm taking Usyk in that. And that's actually not a crazy fight because, you know, Benavidez could fight at cruiserweight. I think he about to fight at cruiser. Usyk coming from cruiserweights, even though he a heavyweight beast. So that's not a crazy fight. I like Benavidez, but Damian Brown, but I'm taking Usyk in that if they ever fight. Yeah, T.I. Riley, Inspector Deck intro was nice. He killed Big Pun in that collab with Prodigy. Big Pun was nice, but to me, he was a slick rapper. He just wasn't my favorite, but I liked some of his cuts. I mean, Big Pun was nice. I fucked with Big L too. Big L was too grimy though, man. Big L put you in like a devilish mind state. Big L, I think Big L was rapping for the devil, yo. Everything, Big L's rounds was satanic, my nigga. Like, keeping it real, bruh. I think the devil called that nigga home, bruh. Cause like, damn, like Big L, man. Everything that nigga rapped about was grimy, bro. That nigga was a beast though. Johnson Island, Tank retiring after he stopped Shakur in 2026. And anyway, or Devin in 27, 250 mil for both fights. I'm interested to see what Tank does when he come back. Freddie T2 times 3. Before the rap contract, I was selling crack. Oh yeah, T.I. Riley, the boot camp. Yeah, Buckshot Shorty. Yeah, Helter Skelter. Yeah, I remember them. Smith and Wesson. Yeah, I remember them. They was nice. They was nice. Yeah, you taking it back. I'm gonna tell you how far back I go. I was rocking with EPMD. That's how far back I go. I fuck with EPMD. Big Scope. Tank about to shock the entire boxing world. I look forward to that. Juice in my cup. Scoop, you fuck with Scarface? Scarface one of the greatest rappers of all time. I think Scar and everybody we was naming, Scarface better than them niggas. Everybody we named, entire Wu-Tang clan, I'm freezing up. I wonder what's happening. It look like I'm freezing up over here. I'm freezing up. It's New York jamming my broadcast. I'm gonna say it again. I take Scarface over the entire Wu-Tang clan, right? Everybody in there. The only niggas out of New York I feel that could fuck with Scarface would be Nas. And that's about it. I take Scarface over Jay-Z. Like Face, my nigga. I'm from DC. Face was that guy. So you know what I'm saying? When we come to rappers, Scarface, Tupac, you know, Biggie Smalls is not high on my list. Biggie Smalls, I would listen to his shit, but I really want like Biggie Smalls is like he ain't had no his rap ain't had no soul, man. Like dude was worshiping the devil. He was in the homo thuggery. It was just like I couldn't relate to Biggie Smalls, bro. Sorry, I couldn't relate to Biggie Smalls. Biggie Smalls didn't move the needle for me, man. I fuck with Beanie Siegel better than Biggie Smalls. Philly cat. And I'm not dissing Biggie Smalls. Biggie Smalls is a great talent. I just feel he got a lot of hype from that East Coast, West Coast beef. I don't think he's one of the greatest rappers of all time. I really don't, bro. I take Jadakiss over Biggie Smalls. Yeah, but Face was that nigga, bro. Face, the way Face rap, bro, was just fire, bro. Fuck a high school teacher. I'm a man of respect. South Acres baby gangster. Demanding respect. Yeah, man. Face was that nigga, man. T.I. Riley, Lords of the Underground. You must be from Jersey, my nigga. You must be from Jersey. T.I. Riley, you from Jersey? Das Effects. Bum skiggity bum hump. I got the gum a rumpa pum pum. Chaos Positivity Movement. Eminem is the GOAT. That's your opinion. I think not. I think not. I don't think Eminem's the GOAT. It's like his music is cool, but it lacks soul. It's clever, but I'll take Nas over Eminem every day, bro. I have never been in the whip and said, put that Eminem on. Never. I've never done it. Pac, though, you can ride the Pac, bro. You can ride the Pac. Your favorite barber, Brand Nubian, was definitely slept on. Grand Puba Maxwell was that nigga. His solo album was that, yo, man. Drake got a lot from Grand Puba Maxwell, bro. Drake actually got a whole lot from Grand Puba Maxwell. Grand Puba Maxwell was the first rapper I know who was rapping and singing at the same time. He was singing off key, but that shit was fire. Yeah, Grand Puba, I like his solo album better than the Brand Nubian albums. Yeah, facts. I got Mixtape 50 up in there. Mixtape 50 with G Unit and his first two albums, Get Rich or Die Trying. Woo! That version of 50 was fire, right? It was fire. It was all production. Like I think Get Rich or Die Trying was another Dr. Dre masterpiece. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. A dream team in hip hop was, believe it or not, 50 and Game was a dream team. Too bad them niggas couldn't make it work. 50 and the Game was a dream team. Couldn't make it work. It was like Kobe and Shaq, bro. They couldn't make that shit work. Damian Brown, big pun better than Scarface. Lyrically, yes, but musically, no. I could recite more Scarface classics than Big Pun classics, bro. Scarface got classics going back to the 80s, bro. Going back to the 80s. Like real talk, man. I grew up on Scarface, bro. Scarface was that dude, bro. Even with the Ghetto Boys. He had me look like Willie D got songs I still remember. Like real talk. X was a superstar. DMX was a superstar, bro. DMX was a superstar. Like drugs messed him up. Yeah, face go crazy, Juice. Your favorite barber, Sadat X, formerly known as Derek X. Yeah, he was definitely nice. Grand Puba Maxwell was definitely the best one. Yeah, Grand Puba Maxwell was just next level with it. Yeah, next level with it. He was Drake before Drake. And on the underground tip, how y'all niggas feel about Little Brother? Cause I feel Fonte as well. Fonte and Big Pooh, little brother, with Ninth Wonder on the beats. Let me see if y'all know about that. Little brother was like that. Little brother was like that. Jerry Garcia, Jesus Save Me. Then won't he do it? California rappers, Sacramento rappers. Like Mozzie. I fuck with Mozzie. Fuck with Mozzie. Yeah, yo, tell him T.I. Riley, little brother was fire. Chitlin Circuit, nigga. Yeah, the Get Back, Chitlin Circuit. Like little brother was fire, bro. Fontigga. Fonte was like I said, these were niggas who were Drake before Drake. Grand Puba was first, then Fonte coming up, then you got Drake. I'm talking about when it comes to the singing and rapping at the same time. Fonte was that nigga, bro. Boom, boom. Yeah, yo, little brother was the shit. Like that was you couldn't skip no songs on it. That whole album was fire, bro. Oh yeah, Big Scope, 8 Ball MJG. Yeah, bro. The Memphis niggas. The Memphis niggas, yo, I fuck with that whole Memphis vibe, that sound, even though Memphis is a scandalous ass city. They make some good music. 8 Ball MJG, that was that pimping shit. And you had Too Short out the Bay who started that pimp rap. 8 Ball MJG picked it up. T.I. Riley, Raz Cass. I rock Versace sipping VSOP and Hennessy and foam cups. Motorola flips with illegal grip, with illegal chips. Yeah. I know about Raz Cass. Nature of the Threat also fire. Oh yeah, yo, Damian Brown, AZ and Cormega. AZ was slept on. AZ was slept on. That's they him and Cormega out of Nas crew. But Nas was so gifted, bro. Nas was like just painting pictures lyrically and shit. It's like you throw Nas on, you going for a journey, you going for a ride, bro. Like even his off-brand shit, like the purple tape. I mean the lost tapes. Purple tape, that was a different joint. That was I forgot that was Wu or J, right? But Nas lost tapes, like yo, this color purple will make Whoopi give me the pussy, a silly Oprah and Danny Glover got to feel me. This is how I imagine the madness. Too much of anything will hurt you. What? The state of mind is all purple. Like even that, like Nas fire, bro. Even back when I had my barbershop and I was selling mixtapes, I was more of a mixtape dude, right? Nas had some of the firest mixtapes. Them J Love Nas mixtapes was fire, bro. Yeah, 8 Ball MJG, definitely, bro. Yeah, life is good. Pun can't tell stories like Face. And me, like Pun is not on Face level, bro. They're not in the same level, bro. Face got timeless classics, bro. Timeless. Like even his first album, like man, I'm talking back on cassette tapes, man. When I seen Scarface went solo, Mr. Scarface is back, nigga. They got burn that tape out, man. Had to repurchase that shit multiple times. That shit would not stop running in my tape deck. Had to take the pencil to that joint, twist it back together. Yeah, Big Skull. I rock with 8 Ball MJG. I'm an old school hip hop head, bro. I like that down south shit too, though. Yeah, Reasonable Doubt was a classic. T.I. Riley, Jay-Z first joints, classic. I didn't fuck with that speed rapping J though. Back when he was with Jazzo, I ain't really rock with that brother. He came back as a gangster. He found his voice. Yeah, Nas was that nigga, bro. Nas was that nigga, bro. Yeah, T.I. Riley, Mobb Deep, the Infamous. Yeah, that was fire. That was fire. It's just that their whole production was fire. Yeah. Quiet Storm, Heat, Shook Ones, Heat. Yeah. Even Big Noyd be in that joint spitting. Niggas don't, you don't even know about Big Noyd. That's how I know you a real Mobb Deep fan if you mention Big Noyd. Big Scope, Space Age Pimpin'. Yeah, 8 Ball MJG. Yeah, bruh. Yeah, bruh. Coogee Rap, Life is Good. Coogee Rap was nice. Coogee Rap was nice. But I'll tell you how far I'll go back to Big Daddy Kane. Big Daddy Kane was that nigga. There was certain rappers who made songs for niggas that get pussy. Big Daddy Kane was one of them niggas. Big Daddy Kane made raps for the girls, man. Like you could play a Big Daddy Kane joint and you wasn't gonna kill the vibe. Cause you know the girls ain't going for all that raw gangster shit. Like they ain't trying to hear all that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Big Daddy Kane was that dude, bruh. Yeah, Kane was a beast, bro. Kane was a beast. Definitely Big Scope. I used to stand on the block selling cooked up rock and straight shots, busted shots. Yeah, yeah, hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Your favorite barber, Black Thought? Yeah, Black Thought that nigga, bro. Black Thought that nigga. Yeah, hip hop, man. That's our culture right there, bro. That's our culture right there. We got some of the greatest lyricists, rappers, music makers of all time, bro. Black Thought is one of them niggas, man. What I like about the roots, me being from DC, I like the live band sound. I'm gonna tell y'all something too. I fuck with the Fugees, bro. L Boogie. I ain't talking about Lauryn Hill. L Boogie. She can hang with the dudes. If we talking rapping, L Boogie, bruh. Totally underrated as a rapper. When she became Lauryn Hill, she got famous, big famous. I'm talking about L Boogie with the Fugees. Shorty could spit. Yeah, T.R. Riley, we didn't realize how spoiled we was back then. I'm still finding music that I haven't heard. Yeah, facts, man. And everybody had their own sound. Like you had to be original. Everybody wasn't trying to sound one way. Yeah, yeah. Face still that nigga. DMX superstar. Definitely a superstar. Yeah, Big Skull. L Boogie. Definitely one of the greatest females of all time. But I'm going to say MC Light. MC Light was fire. I'm talking about the young MC Light with the rope. With the rope. Young MC Light. It's as easy as counting to 1, 2, 3 and on the turn. Let us LYTE. Yeah. Yeah, Missy Elliott was fire, but I think she was more production than actually rhyming. Missy was a part of the evolution as far as gearing toward production. Like lyrically, she wasn't a beast, but her production was fire. She made it was the beats. Her and Timbo, they made them beats. Yeah, Big Skull, I agree. Light was nice, but yeah, Lauryn Hill was definitely better. L Boogie was better. Yes, I agree. But I'm saying you can't sleep on Light because she was one of the first female MCs that could hang with the dudes. Oh, life is good. You taking it back to the symphony, huh? Dun, 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 dun. Da, 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 da. Yeah, L Boogie was nice. L Boogie was nice. Kev say Nicki the GOAT. Nah, Slim. Nicki ain't better than L Boogie. Nicki ain't better than L Boogie, bro. And L Boogie was writing her own shit. L Boogie was writing her own shit. Think about that. Wayne was writing for Nicki. Big Co, look, Big Scope. Lil Kim was nice, but Biggie was writing for Lil Kim. When you hear Lil Kim, you basically listening to a Biggie Smalls Wet Dream. Yeah, let them know, Big Scope. Nicki know what's up. She know L Boogie is that bitch. Like, L Boogie wrote her own shit, bro, and that shit was fire. She didn't need no nigga writing for her. L Boogie was nice with it, bro. Next level nice with it. Matter of fact, yo, we talking face, right? Who remember this joint? Ghetto Boys. This ain't face though. It's Willie D. I used to like Willie D, even though his shit was basic. That shit stick with you, right? Here I go again. Another brawl, a conflict. Somebody finna get the ass kicked. If you ain't down with the Ghetto Boys, to get your happy ass out of Dodge. The rumors you heard ain't slander. Willie D don't give a fuck about a goddamn bystander. Yo, real talk. When the shit gets hefty, don't call mama because the bitch can't help you. Yeah, Willie D was that nigga, bro. Big L was nice, bro, but you know what I'm saying? Like his shit was demonic, man. I got bad energy when Big L rap, bro. It was something demonic about that nigga, man. It's like you Big L starts spitting, the whole room get dark. So the nigga had something. He was powerful. He was nice. It was just something about that nigga that made me say, man, it's something evil about this nigga, bro. It is something evil about this nigga, bro. Yeah, life is good. I used to love back in the day when the girls had the gold bangle, the bamboo gold earrings. Which was, yeah, it was sexy, honestly. Yeah, T.I. Riley, 80s and 90s, we had more diversity. It wasn't all just one way. Big L featuring Kane, Platinum Plus wasn't demonic. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I heard a lot of Big L raps. It's just like he put an aura of darkness in the room when that nigga was spitting, bro. Yeah, Damian Brown. I know, New York, home of the lyricist. I know. Yeah, New York, home of the lyricist. But you know, I'm from DC, so we came up on go-go music. So we like more with the vibe. Like you got to vibe out. That's why we rock with Scarface. We rock with old school New York. Like Dougie Fresh fucked with DC. Dougie Fresh would come down and rap with Essence. You know what I'm saying? It'd be different. Scarface would come to DC and rap with Backyard Band. You know, or Jay White, he rap with Junk and all them niggas, right? So it'd be different. Scarface is one of the few niggas that could come to DC and wouldn't need security. Cause the whole city just fuck with him like that. Scarface could ride through the south side with just him in the car and wasn't nobody gonna rob him. DC loves Scarface, bro. Oh, this nigga said Wale. He's gotta be the most disrespected rapper out of the city. People in DC fuck with Shy Glizzy over him. Anthony Perez, Tank Davis still the face of boxing. He gonna have to come back to do that. Life is good. Biggie was definitely lyrical, bro. Because of One for C's and Kim. Yeah, Biggie was writing for them niggas, but yeah. Biggie wasn't that one. Like, I'm not even hating, yo. Like, I didn't feel Biggie Smalls' music. He had the one song I fuck with, the underground joint. After Mad Blunts and Gym, we got the plan made. Bought the wifey a crib and bought the mafia an arcade. Yeah, I remember that joint. He was going over different beats. Yeah, that shit was fire. Yeah, New York always been about lyrical. Lyrical. 50 kind of changed the game with that shit though. 50 kind of evolved New York because 50 was from New York doing West Coast music. Damian Brown say Shaq Glizzy got his chain took. Yeah, that was in Memphis. He got it back though. Black Youngster got it back for him. Face come up. His new shit is fire. You right. That's how good Face is, bro. Yeah, Dr. Dreadlock. Yeah, BYB. Them my niggas. You know, the older I get though, cause I came up listening to BYB, man. I fuck with Back. I used to go to the Backs, see them motherfuckers every Tuesday, right? But now the older I get, the more I fuck with JY. The older I get, the more I fuck with Junkyard, bruh. I don't know what it is. It's boom, doom, ba doo doo boom, ba doo. Yo, take me out to see Junkyard. Oh, yo, man. The older I get, the more I fuck with Junk, man. I don't know why. And I still fuck with Backyard. I've been listening to a lot more Junk. Like, okay, so people wonder why I got Pandora. Pandora, y'all need to give me a sponsorship, right? I got Pandora for two reasons. It's only $4.99 a month, so it ain't hurting me, right? So I could keep them and other music streamers. But they're the only music streamer that got a deep go-go selection. The go-go list on Pandora is deep. I mean, they got everybody in there, and it's just and like variety. Like I'm fucking with Northeast Groovers now, like real talk. Life is good. NWA changed the landscape of hip hop. Yeah, everybody had to be a gangster after them niggas, which is crazy because Ice Cube wasn't spitting gangster music. Yo, Dr. Dre like JY be cranking. I know, bro. JY be cranking, bro. JY be cranking, bro. Like, yeah, I fuck with JY, bro. Like, I'll be out here in LA riding to JY. Niggas is like, yo, who you listening to? I'm like, man, that's go-go music, man. What you know? You don't know about no JY, nigga. Man, what you know about JY, young? You don't know about no JY. They fuck with it. Especially when they wink in the pocket. Bruh. Bruh. Woo. Yeah, JY be cranking, bruh. JY be cranking. Yeah, life is good. Scarface, what's that dude, man? Yeah, right. You right, T.I. It was a lot of variety back then. Yo, Damian Brown, I'm gonna tell you my hustle. I used to pull up to New York and grab like music and clothes and shit, bring it back down to DC and sell it out the barbershop. I grab music, movies, and clothes, bags and shit for the girls. Come back, you know what I'm saying? You bump the price up on that shit. Especially the clothes game, the bootleg game. What I like about New York is like every store got another store, right? Until you go to the back for that. We go to the back, they pull back a curtain, there's another store, right? You know what I'm saying? And then like you also had like, they had a whole bootleg mall in that motherfucker. Like, warehouse, and when the police would come through, they would just shut down the gates. Boom, 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 all them Arab niggas. Sometimes we be in there chilling, smoking with the Arab niggas while the cops run through, right? It's clear, open the gate back up, back to shopping, nigga. Back to shopping. In New York was something else. You know, when throwback jerseys was the shit, nigga, you go up there with like $1,000, you come back with a box full of shit, man. You know, paying like $10 to $20 for. Come back to where you from Mark that shit up to like $200, right? Let a nigga talk you down to 150. If you cool with me, I let you talk me down to 75. Nigga, I paid $10 for the shit. Like real talk. Real talk. I had motherfuckers who would find the hustle out later getting mad at me. I'm like, nigga, was you happy when you bought this shit or wasn't you? Damian Brown on Jamaica Ave is where I bought my first scale from the Arabs. Which you get the hand weight joint. You get the hand weight joint. You gotta hold the chain and got the clip right here and the counterbalance right here. You be weighing them joints like this. I think that was everybody's first scale before the digi-scales. And nigga, I'm from that, nigga. I understand exactly what you're talking about. I'm from that, nigga. Like, yeah, everybody, I'm talking like in 7th grade, right? When everybody first started experimenting with trapping, they had the hand weight scale, right? It's got the little key hook right here, the chain, right? You got the clip on this side and the counterweight on this side with the in the middle. You got the weight, the scale, the tip this way, or whatever. Like, yep, that's 3.5. Yep. Right? Unclip that shit. Yeah, nigga. That's before the digi-scales. Know that shit? Oh, your first scale was the digi. Oh, you big time, man, huh? All right, you big time. Now, I started young though. How old was you when you started? I started like 7th grade, my nigga. I'm lucky to be here. Real talk. Yeah, I remember that shit, man. Hand weight scales was the shit. Oh yeah, Most Def was definitely that nigga, bro. Most Def, Dale the Funky Homo Sapien. I take Most Def over Dale though. Ha ha ha, David Brass. I was backing up in the 1800s. Hilarious. Hilarious. You started in 6th grade. Oh, you was a little badass nigga, huh, man? You was a little knucklehead, man. Little knucklehead. What's up? Yeah, man. I started back like 7th grade, bro. We had the hand weight scales. I learned how to chop up and everything. Cause before you learn to cook up with the little like that's when you graduated to big time shit. Before that, we used to buy it bricked up already. So we had to chop that shit, edge of the razor. Boom, boom. Go down to the Chinese store, get the little baggies, drop them in the little baggies and shit. New York, y'all had the little vials and shit. In DC, we had the little baggies. And you understand, like the Chinese people, like, they was selling all the paraphernalia, and they were the ones never going to jail. We was the ones putting in the work, and we was the ones getting locked up. You know what I'm saying? We was the ones taking the risk. But they would lock us up for having paraphernalia, right? But they wouldn't touch the niggas in the Chinese store for selling it to us. So you go in there, say, yo, let me get some #2 bag. Like, they selling little kids baggies and shit and razors, a complete trap star starter kit, right? They could sell the shit out their store, but we get locked up for buying it from the store. That don't make no sense, bro. That don't make no sense. Something was seriously wrong with that picture. Oh, your favorite barber? I wouldn't do the fake shoes. I would do the throwback jerseys or Gucci bags or shit like that. Yeah, because you come up. New York was a come up, bro. We go up there on the Chinatown bus, load up on shit, and see, I wasn't gatekeeping the hustle. If I fuck with you, I put you down on it. And my homie Gene, I took him up there, John. I said, man, this is how we gonna get it, man. Like, this is how we gonna get it legally, right? Because they weren't locking you up for that shit. We go up in there and just rack up on shit, right? Real talk. And with the music, it got a little tricky sometimes because it'll be like the Africans out there watching the shit, sizing up like, yo, my man, come here. What do you need? What do you need? I'm like, all right, cool. All right, follow me. Walking through the streets, then you cut through some office buildings, and then you cut through some more buildings, and you're going up. And they got the other guy on the lookout because sometimes it'll be people following you, right? It'll be cops following you and shit, right? So you ditch them. This is why you love New York, bro. And then you go in there, and then they knock on the door. It'll be somebody, yo, who that, right? They was either Haitian or African, right? And then you look through the joint. All right, yeah, come on in, man. You go in. It's like an office building. Nothing's in there. in the office, but piles and piles of CDs and DVDs stacked the fuck up. Yeah. Technology changed all that. Yo, Harvey Brandon, you said they was working for the Popo. Yeah, Reasonable Doubt's a classic. Yeah, it wasn't me too. Yeah. Now you just buy direct. Yeah, because technology switched the game up. How to spell Mark. That's what's up, brother. Salute, man. Salute. Peace, Ken. Yeah. Sure, but I've been on this motherfucker for a minute, man. Yeah, all right, so this telling me it's gonna be a wonderful new year. 2026 gonna be lit. Yeah. Keon Todd, peace. Yeah. But yo, I'm about to slide out myself though. Yo, man, salute to everybody in the chat, man. Have a wonderful, blessed new year. Real talking. You know how we do. May everything you do prosper, and may God bless everything you do. Peace.